But yes, welcome to this week's Monday D&D. I don't know how late Kazi will be. He mentioned he will be late. We're also missing Javar, Garrick. Let me ping him and see if he responds. He haven't told me anything about being late or something. So, oh, he won't be. Well, that was last week. Did he say he won't be able to make it? Let's give them 5 more minutes. Let's try to start at the 5:10. And if no one appears, then we'll start right after.
We're just bringing Miruk's liquid self back to his fiance. At least she's not a widow.
Yes. And yeah, probably the. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I'm glad J-Bar's gonna be here so that he can meet the dragon, like my actual Dragonborn character.
I think I may have to talk with J-Bar about it. Yeah. But yeah. Usually people do that and they ended up dropping out, so kind of worried about that. But doesn't matter. At the moment, we've enough people. But yeah, let's still wait for 5 minutes for Kazi and let's start right now. But yeah, usually people just don't give me any suggestions for what to change and they just don't show up. It's sadness.
I think this is one of the cooler campaigns I've ever played, and I've only ever played with people sitting at a table. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. But yeah.
No, the reason why we're not giving you any suggestions is because so far we like what's going on.
No, but
yeah, the story keeps us engaged. The party dynamic is cool.
No, but when people don't show up
It's good.
And they just drop off the campaign, they usually drop off telling me what is wrong with the campaign.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Honestly, sometimes I've dropped out of several campaigns, but I usually try to give them a reason, like this isn't just what I'm looking for. I'm not really clicking with the group. Just something. Say something. Not clicking with the group is probably the worst thing to happen, because you're just like, I can't help with that because I can't change these people. I mean, technically you can, but then you gotta be screwing over everybody else.
I think Sleepy and J-Bar had some communication trouble last time when they were playing each other. So I think that's probably that. My assumption, but yeah. Oh well. But yeah, I'll probably have to look for someone else anyway.
Hey, Cap? No, you know what actually sucks? So, me and Kazi, we used to be in this other D&D game where, basically, like 2 months into it, everybody decided to leave, and then Kazi joined you guys, and he managed to convince you guys to let me on as well. And but something that kind of sucks is that I remember really clicking with this one player in there, but I did not get her contact info, so I'm like, could have asked her.
Well, if the fates align, maybe you shall meet her again, or him.
No, it was a girl.
Yeah. Were you playing on Discord or just offline?
We were playing on Discord, yeah. I might ask Kazi about it later, but I don't know. I feel kind of awkward. Said, hey, you remember that really shitty campaign we were in? Do you want to join one that's a lot better? Like, it's weird.
Do you want to join one that's surprisingly passable?
Yeah. Hey, you remember how we were dealing with a douchebag who just wanted to tell his own story? I met a dude who actually wants to tell our stories. and he's cool.
Yeah, where we're doing awesome stuff and it's us doing it.
I caught a bully with my teeth. I caught a bully with my teeth. That's how cool this campaign is. I straight up Ace Ventura this campaign.
I think you could just advertise. We have a racist wood elf. He's awesome.
We have a racist wood elf, a way too chill for the room halfling bard, a guy who shoots stuff, and the dragonborn who catches shit in his teeth.
It catches billies with his teeth.
Water.
That's bananas. Catching a bullet with your teeth is the kind of thing that even Valen is like, okay, that was cool.
I was looking forward to the bullet. It's like, oh, this bullet, if you get his, it gives like exhaustion, it'll be super cool, and when after defeating him, they're gonna get this reward, and I was like, catch it. Negotiation.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Deflect missiles, man.
You were fully expecting us to just murder him like we have everyone else we've met.
No, not murder him, but it could be a cool combat mechanic too. Like he's walking in the water. It's like, whoa, what you guys gonna do? Stuff like that, right?
He's walking in the water. What do we do? Okay, well, the only one who can do anything is Valid because he's the only one with the longbow. The best range I have is darts, and that's not saying much.
No, but also you still has
It's not a lot of range.
So. But yeah.
You know what I should have done for one of my 4 elements attacks? I should have gone with the move called Sweeping Cinder Strike, because that basically lets me use the spell Burning Hands.
Okay.
I'm just like, yeah, no, that probably would have been better. It doesn't have all that much range, but it has some range. And I can have multiple people with it.
It's a cone. It's a cone too, which is super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will start the campaign right away. Oh, actually, Kazi's online. Oh, he was joining.
I always played Valen as a fighter with him. I'm glad I didn't.
Here's hoping. I just ringed it. He was offline the whole time and he just joined up. Hey! The ball is unending.
Oh, wait.
There we go! Hello!
Hey, there he is.
Good to see everyone. J-Bar and Slippy will not be able to make it this week again.
And Sleepy, looks like Sleepy's gonna be too down in the dumps to play.
Yes, which is unfortunate. But yeah, 4 people should be enough at the moment. So we'll serve right off. Last time in the campaign, you guys ventured into the house in the middle of the lake by finding the underground tunnel that connected from the underground shelter into some sort of cave system underground under the lake. And from there, you guys ventured in the underground and found the door that was shut very tightly. And with some thievery, you guys managed to open up the door and noticed that the room had been booby-trapped quite severely. As the stair had these spikes that are set up at door. Once they opened, and there was a treasure chest that had tons of explosives that was triggered on opening. And as soon as you open the door, the trap door, the shurikens start falling down, and there was a guy who had the gun pointed at your head as you were climbing up. Although you guys decided not to fight Wolfson and decided to talk with him, he had mentioned that his is currently at odds with Raj, the person, the human who looks like a high elf who gave you guys the bounties. in the town, saying that he rewards you with 300 golds, dead or alive, if he captures and comes to town. And once you guys arrived to the town, I met the Raj and no, not the Raj. You guys met the Olsen, and he mentioned that he currently is just waiting for the ship to arrive in New Istro, because there is a ship coming in 2 weeks that he can take it and come back to the Thousand Island to see his son. After telling him that you guys got hands of his son, and you guys baited him into talking more information and tell him that you guys actually don't have his son, but you guys will help him to get him back to the New Istro and he agreed. And using some of the furnitures in the town, you guys went back into the town. And there's a lot of background noises in the background. It sounds like a wind sound or something. Can everyone check their mics?
I have a fan going to try to.
Quite disruptive.
It's like a million.
There we go.
Yeah,
Now it's
sorry.
silence. Yes. Thank you.
Which is weird because I have my AC unit going and it's like so loud on my side, but you guys never say anything. I'm like, how is it not picking this up?
Yeah, that AC sound, whatever it is, I don't hear it at all. But that one, I was like, oh my goodness, the sound. It was quite hard. But yes, you guys got the Wolfson, and you guys got the bounty, and you guys decided to leave the lake as you guys made the boat out of the furnitures in the room. And you guys didn't encounter that dangerous creatures as you guys were going out. Although, some of you wondered about the teleportation device that was left near the lake that, at the moment, seemed to be serving no purpose. And as you guys went out, you guys rejoined Jessica and Ovilla that was hiding nearby the tree. And few of you may notice that Sun out here, as you're going out towards a different direction to the town. Well, actually, last time when we were ending the campaign, we said that you guys are probably going back to the town. Is there anything that you guys like to do before you do that?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Last time, before we ending the session, we said that we will start off the campaign you guys are going back to the town. But just to make sure, is there anything that you would like to wrap up in the local area? Before we transition into the movie.
No, there's... Other than Valen wants to offer his condolences to Jessica.
Yes.
I think we're ready to get out of Mercury Hill.
Yeah, basically how I'm going to picture it going is that as we approach them, Jessica asks us where Miruk is, and Valen just hands her, like, the mercury bottle with his essence in it, essentially, as well as his giant great cleaver, because I'm just going to assume we took that made it around, because something to remember him by, as well as the little locket he used to wear. And we all offer our condolences to her, and she's naturally upset by this, but she decides to pull herself together and hold the grieving off until she can get back to town and hopefully find a job somewhere that she can use to pay for a new life here. Thinking about it. This is a
play as her, but that's a good. Yes, I say that is exactly what happened.
Holding off the grieving is good. Valen's about as emotionally connected as a rock. So.
But yes,
well, don't worry about it, because Joe Blazefane also happens to be a great listener as well. Because sometimes when you're a hero,
Valen deals with negative emotions in the way that you might expect somebody so craggy old to do it. It always just manifests itself as like cold rage.
Well, Joe understands that a great hero not only saves people, but also comforts them in dangerous times. I've been watching a lot of My Hero.
Good at the comforting part. That's the thing. It's like, and he knows that. He's well aware that, like.
But moving on.
Going back to that say about Miruk is, oh, he was a good guy. Sorry, he's dead. And then she starts crying. It's like, oh.
And then Joseph
make a stealth check.
and then Joe's just hugging her, looking at her like, dude, what the fuck? I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second. I need to answer a text real quick.
Okay. And once you guys are going back and exiting the nearby area of the Mercury Lake, you guys notices that something is very different with the sun around here. And it is very different from the previous one that you have seen as well. And this time around, the sun seems to be shining at blinding light. But other than that, it actually has no effect that you can see in your eyes. The weather seems to be a little bit different. There's almost no clouds existing on the sky. And the sun seems to be shining in multiple different lights. It seems to be glimmering and shifting into the multiple different colors. But majorly conforming to the universally white light shining across the whole land. And you guys, almost everywhere is considered as a bright light, and even the places that usually would have shadows, it will still be considered as a dim light, not the dark light. And it is extremely
So essentially, we're walking through the brightest country ever. Give me a second.
The sunlight, if any of you have the sunlight sensitivity, which I know that you guys don't, then it will be applied in a much strict manner. And if you were to roll, add 1 to your roll d20 rolls, whatever that is.
So Joe's going to be looking around at all the brightness and just go, well, that's better.
And as you guys are going back to the town, Ovila notices that the guy, Ulfson, is following all of you without having any of the restrainment or any of the bruises that she expected. And she comes at all of you and asks you guys, saying that, hey, come back, welcome back. Ovila comes back at you and says that, he should be tied or something?
Tied up, you mean?
I thought he... wouldn't there any chance that you run away?
Look, he's at it again. I just lean into Ovila. Hi, I'm Joe Blazebang. Nice to meet you. We managed to convince him that we're actually on his side, so we're just letting
He's a guy. A guy. He's a guy.
2 people talking at the time. I couldn't able to hear. And when other people is talking, let's refrain from talking on top of the other people. Unless your intention was to interrupt, which is you can probably gesture or do it. But yeah, Tolga, what were you saying?
I said, I just lean into Ovila and go, hey, my name's Joe Blazebang. Nice to meet you. We managed to convince him that we're on his side, so that's why he's not restrained or anything. So just roll with it for now. By the way, I like your ears.
And then she was like, oh, thanks. So how did you meet them? And then she points at the other 3 of you who are currently venturing with you guys.
Well, it all started in that cavern. And I just relay her our first meeting, how they woke me up from my slumber and I helped them kill Miruk zombie. Though I keep the zombie part like I kind of whisper it to her ear so that Jessica doesn't hear, so she's not like, ah! Like she just does start weeping, like knowing that her husband or fiance turned into a giant fucking zombie.
Pretty brutal to say that in her earshot, but probably. Oh, but yes.
I'm just gonna interrupt.
That's why I was whispering, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna interrupt them in the middle of a story and just say we found him sleeping in a cave.
Found him sleeping in a cave. And says that.
Well, Jesus.
And Obila
Well,
says
Jesus.
that, but he is still wanted, right? Dead or alive?
Kazi, we can't hear you. I'm sure there's somebody around here who does want me. I hope.
Oh, I definitely want you to keep catching bullets if that's your plan, so...
And I want you to catch these hands. And I just do like a weird martial arts pose.
And she also has an understanding and says that, one question.
Ding
though,
ding.
how do you know he's not lying? And
Well, that's the rub, really. We don't know if any. We don't know who is lying at this point.
Kazi, can you say something real quick?
Say something real quick.
Okay, just wanted to make sure we can hear you.
I don't have a headset, so I will turn on touch to speak or push to talk.
Right now,
Touch
at the
to
moment,
speak.
it sounds good. I usually use
Yeah.
the volume control talk, so the volume goes over.
Yeah, I'm just afraid of it because, there's some times where I won't say anything, where it'll pick up your voices and start. What I want to avoid is an echo. So.
He doesn't want to zeke it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ovila still suspecting this people, not the people, but this new guy who have joined the Ulfsin. Not the new guy. And you guys decided to go back to town. And Kazi, something that you missed, I believe, is that the weather have changed. The sun seems to be shifting in colors. Not into any darker colors, but it seems to be changing amongst all the primal colors, like blue, yellow, green, but majorly conforming to the very bright light. And
Just like cycling those colors?
color is shifting constantly, but it's generally conforming to the white light.
Gotcha.
And it is extremely bright, and if any of you happen to have a sunlight sensitivity, then it will be very hard to do anything in this light.
Yeah, Joe just looks at it just looks at all the bright colors and the shifting lights and goes, Valor, what the fuck did you put in my drink?
I wish that this were drugs.
Well, to be fair, you did catch a mercury bullet with your mouth. You could be hallucinating.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. What are you even talking about, you giant sausage?
And for the
Joe just has one of those hallucinations where everybody's food. Like they're singing and dancing. Basically, I'm just picturing the opening of Sausage Party.
I should watch that movie. But
No,
yes,
you shouldn't. It's not good.
I heard some fun stuff about it. For the mechanics for the darkness level, all the light levels are increased by 1 as long as it's in the open area. So if you're in the dim light, because some shelter or something, then it'll be tried as a bright light. And if you're in the dark light, then it'll be considered as a dim light. And yeah, as you guys are traveling along to the town, you guys arrived with Obila, knowing all the ways to the town from the lake. Does not get lost, and can get to the town within a relatively short amount of time, compared to what the original estimate from town to the lake was. You guys will arrive in the town in 2 days. And with that, if you can, I'd imagine you guys can probably do the foraging. There are not much dangers in foraging along with it, and there's enough people to get the foods and whatnot. And I'm not sure there is a way to make Discord less resource incentive. Although, for the moment, if you would like, you can turn off the Discord. You can probably roll the dice offline if you have any, or I can roll the dice for you. If that is something that you want.
If I turn off video, will it be less? I wonder.
Okay, so if you click on your video settings, there should be a settings button to let you choose the voice settings. You can turn the sensitivity up or down to see like what it picks up. Like I think that's the reason why my AC unit isn't picking up, is because I have the sensitivity down to a specific point so that it's only picking up my voice. So try messing with the sensitivity options to see if like you can get rid of like the background noise.
I think he's talking about the heating up of his device, the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, but as I mentioned, you can turn off the Roll20 for the moment. Others, if you were using it, then we would know, and you can probably ask me to roll if that's the case. But yeah, you guys arrive to the edge of the town, and the town seems to be as peaceful as is from the sides. The wall, two of the wall that seems to be surrounding the towns are still fine. And some of the people seems to be going about their ordinary life. As you see, Hunter seems to be, some of the old man seems to be, how do you say, racking his leather, tanning it on the sides to dry it. And some of the woodcutters on the side seems to be working on their thing. And so far, it seems pretty peaceful. You guys are currently on the boundary of the town, and likely no one in the town has noticed any of you so far. What do you guys like to do?
So, just for the sake of flavor, I'm just picturing it's like the Final Fantasy opening tower card where all of us on a hill overlooking the town. But I guess since we're in a town, I might as well just look. I might as well try to see if I can identify any equipment shops, weapon shops, stuff like that. Because I want to see if they have something kind of special.
Okay. The question was more for what to do at the boundaries of the town before you enter it.
What?
But I would say definitely we'll do that once you guys get into
what. What town?
Is this? Yeah, is this New Estro or a different town entirely?
New Estro was. I believe that there was a general consent that you would like to go back there with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Yes.
Oh shit! I left my notes all the way at home.
Nope.
Oh.
The first thing is, Wolfson has a way to disguise himself, doesn't he?
He does. At the moment, he's currently not discussed.
Okay, I'm going to turn to him and say, you might want to do something to disguise yourself before we head into town, being that there's a bounty out for you at the moment.
Good idea. Alright, and he sits down and pull out his disguise kit. At the nowadays standard, it looks like a cosmetic kit with like a lipsticks and a few of the things it puts on the mouse and a few of the fake mustache and here and there. And even some of the things that he puts in the shoes to change his height in one way or the other. And he looks back at you and says, give me a moment. And he goes back and... what would he be dressed as? In the meantime that he is changing up his appearance, is there anything else that you would like to inspect or do outside of the town?
So, okay, just to make sure, does Jessica know about Mibruk?
Jessica, they have spent a brief few moments in the beginning of the session to tell about Jessica, and she is pretty sad about what have happened, but she said that she is going to hold on until she gets to the town and maybe properly.
Okay, I'll, just because I would have at that point, I'll hand her the bag of Mibruk. Of the Mercury.
We already did that too.
Yes.
It's a water flask of Mibruk. It says water skin of Mibruk.
I say flavor-wise, back in there when you were in there, you were the one who handed him the one. And, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said we see the lumberjack. We see people just milling around the town.
Yep. There are two people that you can see. Both of them are quite old. You don't see any young people outside. It is posted. And as everyone know, there is watchtowers in the town that are currently manned, but you guys are currently at the outside of the vision range.
Okay.
Can be observed.
I look around and I say, "Who do we say this is?" Looking at Ulfson. What's our like combined alibi?
Oh,
He's my cousin. He's my cousin.
I would think that he would be more passably Karak's cousin. I mean, you're both fuck ugly, but one of you looks similar to the other.
And he looks at you and says that, if you are my cousin, then I should be disguising like a Dragonborn. I think there could be
not necessarily. I mean, not necessarily. I grew up in an orphanage temple, so we could just explain that you were
wouldn't it be easier to disguise yourself as just another tiefling? A fucking Dragonborn. I'm sorry to be brutally practical here, but
well, I mean, if you let me finish, I would have said I grew up in a temple orphanage with several different races. I could just say we grew up together in the same temple.
Because your temple alibi is so much more easily explainable to outsiders than it would be. Oh yeah, these two fucks are related.
I mean, orphanages exist in this world, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not saying that they don't. What I'm saying is you've just added another layer to a lie where we can just make it a simpler lie.
He's my cousin, and you're his best friend.
Okay.
You're his traveling companion.
I just wanted to be involved in the lie.
You're very good friends.
Ulfson has disguised himself as the pretty big man. He seems to be added a lot of fake flesh on him, and as well as a very big red beard. And he also put in a lot of fake hair, so he looks like from the Harry Potter, you know, the big guy.
Hagrid.
Hagrid, yes.
Oh boy,
smaller version of him.
Does he also
You're a wizard, Harry.
His horn seems to be almost hidden in his big fluffy hair, and if someone would see him, then it'd be pretty hard for anyone to notice that he is a tiefling.
Alright, Ulfson, what's your...
Well, now he's not going to be anybody's fucking cousin.
Yeah, alright, Ulfson, what's your half-giant name?
It's just he's still medium size. He's the same height as you, except that he seems a little bit chubbier than usual. He just presses down on his hair and shows the horn and says that if anyone suspects, we can just go with that. I say that alibi is fine. The name though.
We could just pretend that you're a really big dwarf.
His name will be Bobo.
Fucking Bobo. He's a good lad.
He shall be named after the great master of the Fist of the Nose Hair. Bobo, 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 Bobo.
He looks at you and says that. But roll persuasion.
No, I fully endorse calling him Bobo. It's like we're going to teach him to ride a unicycle like at the circus.
He looks at you and says that you can do probably better than that.
Clearly you have not known me for very long.
Why don't you take FOMO and I take your name then?
Fuck no, you ain't taking Joe Blaze fame for me. That's trademark, bitch.
That's right. So no FOMO then.
No, you're Bobo.
Listen, girls, you're both pretty. I would like to go see my wife, so can we decide what this name is going to be?
Alright, how about we just meet down the middle and call you Bo?
Bo works.
Bo Frostfang. How about that?
Roll persuasion again.
Frostbeard. Bro, Frostbeard.
Can I assist him with that persuasion? Bo's not a bad name.
Slightly better!
Actually, this time it works. He goes like, alright, that's not as stupid as the previous one. Alright, both respect it is.
A group full of criminal masterminds. By the ancestors, I swear it's...
I'm not a criminal mastermind. I'm a hero. I'm a vigilante, dude.
We got Joe Blazefang, Bo Frostfang. Oh my god, they're gonna fucking think we're idiots.
It's Bo and Joe.
Hello, my name is Joe Blazefang. This is my associate Bo Frostfang. Our other associate Darren Thunderfade is unfortunately sick today.
No, you should just be like, I'm Joe, he's Bo, and our other brother, Derek.
Bo. our other brother, Bo. Fuck it, I'm happy that Joe has a brother named Schmo now. Schmo Thunderfang.
But yes, before you enter the game, you guys discussed him, and is there anything that you like to do before you enter the town?
I feel like Noni's asked this like 3 times, but it scares me.
Yeah. All right, guys. What's our plan once we're in town? Are we going to confront this Raj fellow? Are we trying to avoid him?
Yeah.
I'd like to go see my son.
Oh, I also got to go buy ammo. Ovilla, you can have your bow back. Thank you.
And Ovilla probably gives you your gun back along with that. And
my old quarterstaff is getting pretty splintered. It'd be nice to pick up something new.
And
I'm saying I want a new weapon.
Yeah. But yes, the Wolfson brings up his pistol and loads his pistol with 3 bullets, and he lowers it and says, "So we go in, silence him. We're done."
We question him.
No, first we're gonna question him. Then once we get all the information out, then we silence him.
This is what we do. We question him, we buy passage for him on the next ship going fuck all elsewhere, and then we silence him. Alibi, no body, conviction.
Sounds good. But do not worry that that bastard has some stubborn tongue. You don't want to be talking to that bastard for too long.
Well, it's okay, because I happen to have a brass tongue. Yeah, that goes.
Go talk to him.
A brass tail.
I'm gonna say to Olsen, before we go talk to him, do you have any kind of trinket or something that we could give him to say that we killed you, as a way to get into his good graces?
We could take one of your ears. I'm just saying.
Well, preferably without mutilating him.
Yeah, like, do you have like a ring or something, like a ring that isn't magical that we could just give him?
What about
a non-magical item?
Or a finger. Or a finger. You have 10.
Okay, you don't. No, Joe is just pushing Ballad away right now. Okay, just ignore the crazy elf, man.
Valen is very clearly joking. He's got a dark sense of humor, and he actually sort of doesn't want you guys to die.
Wolfson looks at Karak and says that, "How would he know that is my boots?"
I'll say it's your boots. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
We'll persuade him. We'll persuade him. We have a guy here who literally does nothing but persuade people. I say, looking at Elred.
I try to, at least.
We have a guy whose job literally is to charm people.
Don't you have excuse me. Don't you have the hook sigil that Cody? Didn't you used to work for Cody?
He looks at you and says that I drew it away long ago. Have it no more.
Oh, come on, Olsen.
he actually didn't have that when you first met him, and he shakes his head and is like, "Those bastards double-crossed me, and they were gonna kill me. Why would I harry anything that they have?"
Do I have one of those?
Check your inventory if you have them.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I was gonna say, did we maybe take one off with Dark Eye or anything?
I have Dark Eye's key. I can't be like, here's Dark Eye's key, which means we killed
Hey, we killed
Olsen.
Dark Eye. Is that proof that we killed Olsen?
Okay, let me. Does any of you guys have a forgery kit or something?
Have a what?
I do not have a forgery kit. I was gonna go buy more of that kind of stuff.
We could just wait and resupply and then go see Raj. As long
Yeah,
as
we don't have to do this like immediately.
as long okay, the biggest thing is we keep eyes on Raj's house to see. Fuck, what if he's watching us right now? I'm gonna roll perception.
Oh my god, I'm rolling too.
Alright.
I rolled a 20.
Seven.
Not 20.
Suddenly, two of you became very suspicious of surroundings, and 20 and 7. No one else will roll?
I'm
I
good.
see a little kid staring at us and just immediately run over. Are you looking for him? That's a joke. I'm not actually doing that. I just thought it was a funny image.
Please do not do that.
No, please. I'm not trying to get us kicked out of town this time.
No, but let's wait until everyone rolls. Who else is rolling?
Actually, Valen, I have Thieves' Cant as a skill, which means I can look for thief marks. I'm looking for like a black market type of scenario going on in New Estro. It's been established long enough that such a thing would conceivably exist.
Wouldn't that be run by the dwarf chick? If anyone,
Yeah. Well,
she is the center of commerce.
yep, she is doing most of the commerce in the town. And 16-7. Okay, 20. Joe, as you're looking around, the nearby area is majorly forest, other than the town that you see in front of you, and the sea is surrounding it. Not much, but it's pretty silent. You're pretty sure that there's no one watching.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
And, oh my god, Valen, Ellet, it was, you are looking, looking for the surroundings. You see that in the nearby surroundings, there is no one, that is also currently looking or observing you guys. And you are quite sure that people in the town who are currently working, that you have observed, they haven't noticed you yet as well. And you're pretty sure that there's no hidden eyes. And Karak, you do not see anyone that is observing you. However, you notices that in the deep forest, under the bush, there is two young men, and well, one young man and one young woman seems to be cuddling each other in the bush. They're not looking at you in any means, though. There seems to be having a good time.
Gotcha. All right. Gotta. Can I just become like Jason from the fucking movies and just go kill people for having premarital sex?
Friday the 13th. Carrick edition.
Valen would strongly object to you killing people for coupling. That's not cool.
All right.
Hey,
So,
you want to start some pot? Or have some premarital sex?
yeah, I'm gonna realize this and just be like, all right.
Yeah.
We need when we do go into town. Sorry, go ahead.
For the descriptions for the people is no, not the detailed description. As I said, the campaign.
Yeah, we don't need to know how they're fucking, dude.
No, it's not. It's not. You see the woman that is in there seems to be in the red hair, and she seems to be carrying some sort of bow behind her back. And the guy, who is with him, seems to be wearing a hat currently, and you can see a little bit of signs of a blonde hair, and you can tell that from his clothings and his pockets, he seems to have a lot of little pockets that are surrounding him, and few bags of herbs that seems to be left alone besides him as well. But yeah,
we could make this an encounter and fucking extort this person, but that's chaotic evil and not chaotic neutral.
I wouldn't be entirely opposed to extortion.
But that's evil. They haven't wronged us. In my mind, live and let live unless they fuck with me. So,
look, they're just trying to fuck with each other. They're not trying to fuck with us, man.
Exactly. So we go into town. We have
so it's post-coitus.
Yeah,
it's
we have
post-coitus.
someone watch over Raj's house to see if, Raj seeing us, not a big deal. We might say that we came back to resupply with our new friends. We lost a party member. His entourage joined us. Boom. Easy.
Well, they didn't even see us leave with Miruk. Unfortunately,
exactly. We found someone. We decided that it would be better to bring them back instead of continue forward. We came back to resupply. We're going to go back out for Ulfson. No suspicion there. We need to keep an eye on Raj while we resupply.
I have one more question for Ulfson before we go in. Part of why they said there was a bounty on you was because you had some kind of relic or idol that you stole from the Repeating Caves. Do you have that with you?
Okay, I'll do a little bit of clarification of the information that Ulfson already gave out. At that time in the last session, he mentioned that Raj will be stealing the stuffs, and at the moment while he's doing that, he mentioned that the Wolfson will be distracting everyone else.
Gotcha.
He actually did not. According to Wolfson, he's not the one who has or stolen the artifact. He was just paid by Raj.
Gotcha.
Ulfson's bounty says what? Wanted dead or alive for what crime?
300 gold. And at the moment, the Raj said that he is responsible for stealing the statue, and as well as maybe causing the Black Sun. He said that they may be related.
Okay, all right. So we can actually clear Ulfson's name by doing this. So we definitely need to keep an eye on Raj.
But yeah,
I would appreciate getting to talk to my wife and son before we establish.
Okay, how about this?
You smell the same? You still smell like Ulfson?
Can you repeat that?
Does Ulfson still smell like Ulfson?
Good question. I say that you guys all pretty much smell similar, or as you guys have been bunched along and didn't have much chance to wash yourselves properly for a long time in the forest, and you guys all smell like dirt.
Yeah, the thing that concerns me is that this guy is fucking weird, and I get super weird vibes from him. He drinks really fragrant tea, which means that, scent is a big factor with him. I'm just thinking outside the box here, and if Ulfson's...
Are you suggesting that this man has a nose like a bloodhound?
Yes! I don't put it past him.
Is this just because he's better looking than you?
You don't understand how freaked out he made me. I don't get freaked out like that. He's just no.
Oh, all right.
I'm saying that could be a possibility. I'm just keep your eyes open and keep your noses open.
Look, my entire goal here has only been to establish a safe place for my clan to settle. I'm starting to get the distinct impression that absolutely nothing about this fucking place is safe.
Okay, so my suggestion was that you guys all go do your shopping and I keep tabs on Ulfson because...
He doesn't know who you are.
He doesn't know who I am, and I happen to have a fairly decent stealth stat, and I don't need to do any really important shopping right now.
Wolfson was planning to follow you guys when you guys are doing the shopping. So you guys are gonna keep him here? Is that what you're planning?
No, we're gonna take Ulfson with us, but what Joe Blazefang is saying that he would keep tabs on Raj.
Yeah.
Essentially, I would be pulling a Batman and just stalking outside of his house to check to see what's going on, or maybe even just go inside and try to keep them distracted while they do their shopping.
Sounds good.
Yeah, instead of
so the plan is that 3 of you are going to shopping, and probably Obila and Jessica will go their own way, and maybe Balan is going to see their family, and while that is all happening, that Joe is going to keep an eye on the Rogers house.
Boop.
Basically,
All right.
yeah. Whatever Ovilla and Jessica want to do. So Ovilla stayed with us to get the relic back, I guess. I don't know why Ovilla stayed with us. It's to
Ovilla said that she would like to help you on your mission because she wants to thank you for saving her life and as well as helping her tribe. So she is accompanying you for this mission.
Yeah, she can stay if she wants.
Yeah. And she's still helping you as she knows
You're absolutely welcome. You're absolutely welcome to stay. For one, you're capable, and for two, you're adorable.
And Ovila says that, well, thank you. I will probably bring her to her home and to the safety. I think she needs some rest.
She doesn't have a home.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk to my wife about, actually.
Bring her to the nearest school.
All right, let's go.
To the nearest school, bring her to a boarding school or something where she can get set up as a teacher. She can charm her way in. She's got 19 charisma.
Yeah, but at the moment she'll be going to the boarding house where the rest of the other people are probably staying, and probably they will ask directions for it. And Ovila has visited town a few times before and would know that that is a place in town. And as you guys are going in there, so a few of you are going their ways to the town.
Yeah.
And
wait. Before we break off, I toss all the money I have, which is 10 gold, and say, "Get me a short sword. I need a new weapon."
All right.
10 gold for a short sword. All right. Yeah, I'll get you a 10 gold short sword. No problem.
I looked up the list of how much these things cost. It costs 10 gold for a short sword. I will post this link. Damn it.
But yes, so each of you will be separated. Why don't you roll initiative to see which one I'll process first?
Okay.
Yeah, just one group as a representative roll, and just another person. Joe, roll critical fail.
-1.
Critical fail will go next. Yes.
You want me to open roll 20, I guess?
No, that's fine. No, it's fine for now. You guys go to the shop in the center, and you see Thala, the dwarf woman that you guys all met beforehand, and her manly voice greets all of you as you guys come near her presence. She says, "Ah, all of you! You guys have returned safely. Where is that bastard that caused the blackout?"
Della, you daughter of a bastard, you! I grab her by the arm and I pull her in.
And she put you in as well, and she give you a very firm hug. And she looks at the balance size of the two and say, "Hey, you long bastard! You're not dead too. Good for you!" And she grabs your hand, or at least tries to.
Valen accepts the hug. It's like a. Why are you touching me?
And she gives you a
bearded lady
as well, and then says like, "Hey, give a woman a hug too." And then she goes at the Ella and she hugs Ella Small.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He just takes it.
And,
takes it like a man. Valen took it grudgingly, like, oh.
But then her face seems. Her face kind of turns questionable. She's looking around and is like, "Oh, where did that, the lady and, your friend, Mirok, yeah."
She didn't meet him.
No, she never met Mirok. We found Mirok in the well.
Don't worry about it. That was my fuck up. Yeah. Yep. He didn't exist.
Or you could say that Miruk landed here, then got trapped in that well.
No, the Miruk was trapped in the island that is far away. But yeah, my fuck up. Time has rewinded back with the level 9 wish spell of the DM, and that never happened. Yeah, she looks at the this Joe. Actually, Joe is not even there. Yeah. Actually, yeah, she'll be very happy that all of you returned, and probably Garrick will be, and the Zlippy's priest will be going around and doing their own things in the town as well. And she looks at all of you and says that, yeah, I assume that you're probably happy to collect all the bounties, yeah?
Oh, yeah, about that. We had a return back to base. We lost a party member, and that party member's entourage. We needed to get them back to safety. But we know where the target is. We just need a resupply.
Alright, what do you need to buy?
Well, now that you mention it. Yeah, everybody else can go ahead.
You should be able to resupply everything in the player's handbook at the regular price. If you were to buy magic items, that would be different rules for buying them. But you should be able to at least ask for them if you'd like.
Last time I was here, I rolled 10 for the ammo count, and I bought 4 of them. So do you keep 6, or does that go away?
Ammo count, you roll it every time when you try to buy.
Okay, so I rolled a 1, meaning there's 1 ammo available?
No, the rule for rolling is that you ask me what to roll and then roll. So that doesn't count, so there!
Yes!
Yes!
That'll be the best!
No, but
I would like to roll
do know that if you roll 10 there, it may work the same way. So maybe next time. But yes, roll 1 to 10.
Oh god, I don't want to roll it. I fucking hate this game.
2 bullets!
She looks at you and says, oh yeah, here's your bullets. And she gives you 2 bullets.
I begrudgingly hand her 2 gold, and that's it. I can give you so much more.
And rest of you, is there anything special that you want to buy or look for?
Buy me a short sword.
Short sword.
Arrows, please. Arrows, please. I can give you a gold for 20 just to make sure I'm carrying a full quiver.
Yep, you should be able to do so. Short sword. If you say that it's... Wow, short sword is 10 gold, really? Oh my goodness.
Who fucking said? What now?
It's so expensive for the sword. I guess
there's also...
It's a martial weapon.
We also have group loot, so you can buy it through the group loot. You don't have to spend that money.
Yeah, but we don't have any gold.
And we have Electrum and Plat.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so you want me to spend the entire platinum we have? Just have like 1,000 gold pieces or whatever? Actually, yeah, that is a lot better.
I think 1 plat is 10 gold, so it is.
I think it's
10 gold, so just hand them a Plat.
Alright then.
But yes, do count the golds out and take that away from your inventory.
Alright, I'll edit that for you.
Just arrows.
But yes, feel free to restock in any way that you like. Any rations, antitoxic, healing potion.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, do they have any healing potions?
They would have a lot of healing potions, at least the basic ones, and if you want to buy better healing potions, they will sell them as well.
How much are healing potions? Aren't they like 50 gold?
The basic healing potion, the one that heals, I believe, 2d4, is 50 golds, and the advanced one sells for much more expensive price, but they do sell.
Oh yeah, I don't have enough gold for that anyways.
2d4 plus 2 is 1 healing potion.
Yeah, I'm a little short on that for that.
2 questions.
Yes.
One, how much is this Lupin wizard robe worth?
Sala will take a look at that one and will say that I don't think I can sell this to a lot of people. But I should be able
yeah, they're
to.
not people, they're Lupins.
Yep. She's gonna buy that for 5 silver if you would sell it.
Fuck it, I don't need it. Hey, Ovilla, do you want it?
Ovilla is gone. She have left to Jessica.
I'll save it as a gift to Ovilla. Fuck it, she'll like it. All right. Second question: do you have a pistol / a hand crossbow?
She looks at you and says that we sell hand crossbow. Yes, we do sell one.
Wait, do you sell a pistol?
Not a pistol. That'd be pretty hard to get in this area, at least.
Gotcha. But you do sell hand crossbows. Sorry, I'll look it up how much it is. You don't.
I have a player's handbook open at the moment. The
okay.
light crossbow should be 25 gold.
Oh fuck yes.
And the hand crossbow is 75 gold.
Oh no. Oh my heart.
Oh no!
Hand crossbow is 75, and light crossbow is, as I mentioned, 25. Heavy crossbow is 50 gold. Wow, it's interesting. Heavy one is...
Yeah, I don't think I can use... Okay, hold on. One-handed, yeah. A light crossbow is not one-handed, though, is it? It's two-handed still.
It is two-handed. And as I mentioned, that I didn't mention this before, you could try haggling things, although you would have to do other stuffs.
Yeah, I'll wait until everybody's done buying stuff, and then I'll beg and plead and suck dick.
God, this is the X-rated episode.
Hey man,
we bumped into 2 people fucking. Garrick's about to suck some dick to get a hand crossbow.
I have so many shots.
But yes,
I'm just gonna be headed outside Roger's house and see him fucking jack it off.
For those 2 of you, is
We need the
there
Brazzers
anything
logo
you
now.
guys like to sell or buy?
I'm going to sell Miruk's cleaver.
That had been given to Jessica.
Son of a bitch! The one thing I eluded. Actually, no. I'm gonna sell all those damn rations I was carrying that Olsen had in his thing. I picked up like.
Ooh, how much did you?
5 of those.
Yeah, sure. 5 rations.
What's up? He had like felled animals and stuff. More than rations. He was smoking them and preserved meats and stuff. Good shit.
Yeah. Ration is you should be able to sell it for 2 silver and 5 copper each.
Nice. That's not bad.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I'm gonna sell all 5 of those and get some money.
All right. So 2.5 silver multiplied by 5. So you should be able to gain that much gold by selling it. Ellen, is there anything that you would like to sell or buy? And also, if it is too expensive, you could probably haggling too. So.
Although, I'll hold on to what I have for now.
All right. I do remember that you guys have a fuck tons of liquid mercury.
Yeah,
vials,
I was literally going to sell liquid mercury.
We're all carrying like fucking skins and skins of it, but.
Yeah.
That's true, actually. I forgot I do have a water skin of mercury.
How much is mercury worth?
Let's see.
For
each pound, it will give you 5 silver piece. Each pound.
How much does a water skin of mercury weigh? Half a pound?
Water skin, the containment.
Because you said you need a pound of water and 2 water skins is a pound.
Water
right?
skin is 5 pounds when full. So each
Oh,
water skin
shit!
is 5 pounds of
That's about it.
liquid.
Yeah, it's about a gallon of water in there. So
All right, so
Wait,
And you said
wait.
Oh.
It's a 4 pints liquid, actually. How much is
4
one?
pints.
Why do they?
4 pints is a gallon.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but to the weight, what is the weight of 4 pints of? Whatever. Fuck it. I'm not gonna.
It's about
bother with
4 pints of a gallon of.
Just or
It doesn't weigh
easiest
as
way,
much as
how
a
much
gallon
is
of mercury.
1 water skin of mercury?
I'll just say. Oh my god, it's so complicated again. I'm just gonna say that 1 water skin weighs 5 pounds of mercury, and each pound is 5 silver. So 25 silver per pile of mercury.
Oh. All right.
Water skin.
I will trade in all 4 of mine for 100 silver.
Water skin will be traded as well on that
That's fine.
transaction. Yes. All right. So you're trading how much? You said.
4.
All right. So that'll be 10 gold.
And I've got 1 water skin full, so I'll trade that in.
All right. Yep. 25. Yeah, 25 silver. Yeah, 4 1.
2.5 silver per ration. I'm just gonna do some math.
Is there any more mercuries that you'd like to sell?
I don't have any. Valen, do you have any?
I think he's busy at the moment. I'll say that we'll wait on that for a moment. Think about what you guys want to do next. While there you guys are shopping, Joe Blazefang is currently snooping around the house. How far, how much distance do you like to keep, and how are you going to watch out? Are you going to be doing it stealthily, or are you going to be like just pretending that you're just waiting someone, or is there any method that you like to use specifically? Can you describe yourself?
I think I'm gonna be doing it like kind of stealthily. Like I'm gonna be like jumping into trees and trying to like stay hidden among the branches, diving into bushes. Like I'm going full Metal Gear Solid on this.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. Is there a cardboard box nearby I could use?
Sure. Flavor-wise, there's anything.
Hang on. I need to do something real quick. Valid. I don't think you realize this, but the success of my mission depends on this cardboard box. That was my David Hayter impression. Okay.
Right and roll stealth.
This.
Dad.
Some people in the street, as they're walking, for example, as they're walking, they look at you and like, what is he doing under that box? Poor thing. And they throw you a copper.
Please help me.
Oh,
Please.
He's a beggar!
Copper for the poor. Copper for the poor.
But yes, many people seem to be feeling pity to this lizard who seems to be living on the street without just a cardboard box. And you look pretty beaten up and roughened with the battles and the explosions and the bloodsheds and the old days of those forests traveling. Didn't do any good. And with that, as you're stealthing around the house, however, what do you like to inspect specifically in the house? Can you describe what you're looking for?
I'm just looking to see. Fuck, I just realized I never asked you guys what Raj looked like.
I'm pretty sure
I
we
guess I'm looking at
Hudson have described several times before that he is...
Yeah, that he was a beautiful man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm looking for a very beautiful person. Essentially, I'm looking for Elric, but really tall.
Elric, but very tall.
That was ugly as sin. He's just charming.
Yeah.
Valen is actually... Valen is actually beautiful. He's just an asshole.
Roll perception.
That's what makes him ugly. What?
Perception check.
Perception.
Yes.
18.
Nice.
It's my first actually good roll tonight.
As you're looking around the general areas and the house, you do not see any beautiful people.
I love that sentence.
I see plenty of people, but none of them are really beautiful.
In fact, most of them are pretty old or maybe way too young, and you see some of the crow, like one crow man flying in the sky, minding his own business. But you do not see any beautiful people.
Damn, nobody pretty here. Alright then, I guess I'm going to quietly approach. You know what? No, you know what? He doesn't know who I am, so I'm going to go up to the door and knock on it to see if he's home.
As you knock on it, no response at the moment. What do you like to do?
Go through his underwear drawer.
I'm not actually inside the house, but I guess I'm going to just open the door casually, saying, "Package delivery. I have a package for Mr. Raj."
You're trying to open it. Is locked. But yes, you shout that out, and a few moments after, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, no response still.
Alright, looks like he isn't home.
Don't complain about it.
I don't have anything to really help me like get in there, and nor do I have anything that I could really use to like keep tabs on him. So I think this was a bust. I better go find the others.
Okay.
That's me giving up on trying to keep tabs on Raj.
Oh, what creativity. Okay, yes, you do manage.
I'm sorry, I'm not that creative. Okay?
But yes, you should be able to go back to the party and find them pretty easily. And Valenette is gonna get again! Tragedy. Oh well. And yes, also you guys all joined up and probably meet together in a nearby section. Probably the party can hand you the short sword that they have bought for you.
I just start testing and like tossing it into the air and catching it. Good. Thank you. By the way, how much did it cost? I want to hear you fucking say, Kazi.
I'm still by Dalla.
Zala, besides, kind of jumps in besides you and Kazi and says that, oh, that costed 15 gold. And then he's like putting like an elbow on the Kazi and like with a smirk on the face.
So I'm just gonna roll this here insight check. That's a natural 20.
You can tell definitely that there is this mischievous smile on this old mid-aged dwarf woman.
I don't like it when people lie.
You also
I don't like it when people lie. I don't like it when people lie to me, Mr. Dwarf.
You also notice that she doesn't actually seem to be pretty hostile to you or anything. She's just trying to have fun. It's like she was like, "Oh, your friend is good, real good."
They called me the Burning Knight back in my hometown. Mostly because I usually set things on fire and fought evil guys.
Stop! Don't talk about arson in the town, please. We don't stop.
Oh come on! It's not. Oh come on! I know I control it. Mostly.
She goes like, "Oh, we can use more fun in town. Don't worry about that." So you're friends with him? You guys old friends?
Yeah, we found him
guess.
sleeping in a cave. Felt sorry for him.
Oh, why were you?
That was my lover.
Well, why they... And she dunks for a moment and says that, why were you separated anyway? You were coming from that way.
I'm sorry?
Well, I assume that if you met on the road, and they said that, Kazi friend here said that you guys are just coming back for supply. Do you have any...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I met them as they were coming back.
Karak does this.
I met them as they were coming back, and I needed to get a new weapon because, as you can see, my quarterstaff is kind of bent and splintered and really kind of unusable at this point.
Yeah. Talago was like, good for you. These friends are very good friends. You should have them. You should try to keep the relationship go on for a long time. These friends, right after they heard that the town is in trouble, they decided to just join up and leave without saying anything. Such a good friends.
They sound like good people. I'm glad to have met them.
Indeed.
Yes, we are all good people. I'll put my arms around the party members and I say, you know, good people need good equipment to get the good deeds done.
Oh yeah, and Raj was gathering the bounties of the people, so everyone was chipping in a bit of it to give you guys after you were finishing the quest. So that should be good.
I need a hand crossbow, yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, everyone needs a thing or two for that. Well, it is no fun if I just give you the crossbow, right? Well, why don't you come and sit down and we play a little game? Maybe a little bet, we say.
Alright, Della, I'm game. I like you anyways.
And she goes down to one side.
Valen is saying in Elvish, because he knows Karak speaks it, you're going to gamble with a dwarf.
She's probably going to try to outdrink me. So yeah, I need this. It's either this or sucking dick. I don't know.
I think you'd have better luck with the second thing, honestly. But
honestly?
You know what? I'm going to give you a bardic inspiration before you get started. Give you a nice little pat on the back.
Well, I mean, you already come equipped with handlebars. It's just.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but that works better for Doggy.
Okay, all right. Well, let's go past beyond the imagery of Karak getting dominated. What is this challenge?
No,
it's more like a fight or gamble that you would like to say. Well, rule is simple. We have these dice, and she puts down 3 dice. Actually, 5 dice onto each of the tables.
I thought you said knives.
Dice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 dice on the table for each of you, for Dala and for yourself. So total 10. And she puts the alcohols on the sides and says that, well, these are pretty damn strong alcohols. Well, usually not many people are to be lasting for too long once they drink it. So, here's the thing. I will bet hand crossbow, and you should bet something that has a similar value, at least in my point. And whoever passes out loses, and the winner will take it all.
I will offer.
So whenever you lose, you will take a shot, and whoever goes down first will lose.
I will offer my eclectic collection of very rare poisons. Does she accept this?
Her face actually goes like it's very intrigued. Which poison are you actually putting on the table?
Probably the Dro poison, because that shit is not hard, or that shit is not easy to get if you're not a Dro.
Do you tell her what that is, or
No.
okay?
Because it's probably worth a lot less than 75 gold, but you know.
Okay. Her eye just widens up and it says that, well, that sounds good to me. Well, the deal is on. And she puts one hand crossbow on one side, and you put the Dro poison on the other side. And before she starts the game, she looks around everyone and says that, well, you folks, if you guys like, you can probably join into just fun too, if you want to bet something.
Oh god.
I shall join. And I sit down between them.
All right, what do you like to bet?
I just look over towards Elrit with the face of, I'm totally fucked.
No.
I'm going to bet. I don't have anything worth betting. Seriously, I just have the basic adventuring gear. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bet.
The only thing I have that's worth any money is a collection of thieves' tools, and I don't know that I want to advertise that as my trade. So
how about you bet? How about you bet your services?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest. All right, how about this? If I lose, I owe the winner one favor. That can be done. I am a very athletic, acrobatic individual who knows how to fight. And I can do this. I just snap my fingers and a flame appears in my hand.
She looks at you up and down, and looks at you in the eye, and says, anything?
Oh lord.
Oh,
anything!
Yes,
my party members
anything.
Themselves.
Alright, sit down, my
Take-
friend. Sit down. Take a
Yes,
sip.
anything.
I have the
Anything
greatest
at all.
party members.
Anything at all. So I like how in one campaign my other party members are figuring out a way to prank me, and in this one I'm selling myself as a prostitute if I lose a bet.
I have the greatest party members. I thank you guys.
And Ellet and Valen, would you like to join?
I'm not going to join, but
Oh.
before they do this, I want to prepare an action.
Okay.
I'm
So-
not sure how this game is going to work, but as soon as something happens that goes against Kark, I want to have minor illusion ready to try and make it look like it actually went in his favor. Because there's no verbal components to this, so I want to try to stealthily pull that off.
I had the exact same mechanic being done on the other campaigns. The rule of the justice is that the timing that you cast it is very important, because usually minor illusion, the cantrip one, right? That cantrip does not make animating images, so you have to cast it on top the real images that is static, and usually dice slows down as it lands down, so
Yeah.
it's pretty hard to do it with
Okay.
minor illusion. So if you have the programmed image or like the third level spell or like even the major
I
image
don't have that,
is
unfortunately.
kind of hard. So one of the character is that character has that background that that person is doing all day all night. So I gave the special thing that just allows for that.
Could you do a minor illusion of the smell of like puke to her?
Oh no, minor illusion can't do smell. I can only do sound and a static image.
And if she is conscious, then it will not be working. But Ellet, so
Okay.
you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang back and
Oh,
hope that my bardic inspiration helps him.
no gambling. Dang it. But I'm just doing this so this.
Actually, what's the nature of the game they are playing?
Drinking.
It is actually the gamble of how do you say? You know the poker, right?
Yes.
It's a poker that is done with 5 dices. So
Okay,
if
so
you have a
they're-
6-6-6-6, then it's actually the 4 of a kind.
Actually, Valen is going to stand by his boy,
Hmm?
and I'm going to offer sleight of hand kind of services to fudge his dice rolls and help him out.
Very ethical of you, but yes, you can do it.
Valen is chaotic. I want to make that perfectly clear.
I think I'm probably the most morally righteous out of everybody in this party currently.
No, but that's fine. But,
I'm not counting Sleepy because he hasn't been here for weeks.
How would you like to fudge the dice?
Valen is not amoral. He's unethical. That's chaotic good.
I know, but I don't. How would you like to fudge the dice? And one of my
In what manner of way? Let me think. How can you?
If you're not playing, that makes it a little bit harder. So I need to know the method that you're doing.
I suppose that I'll sit down and play because I can't really touch his dice without somebody noticing that.
If you were rolling your dice, then I would say that you should be able to fudge your own dice pretty easily.
Right. I mean, Valen can probably spin a die and make it land where he wants to, even if it ain't weighted.
Yep.
So
I would say that you would have a better odds on getting what you want. Instead of rolling 1d6, I would say that roll like 1d4 or something like that. Yeah? If you succeed on the rolls. And with Elliot siding on the size, you may have to wait a moment until the game is resolved. That's why. But I say that Elliot can maybe do something outside of the game to affect the game if you would use the spells and whatnot. I'll have each of them as a 1 round of combat. So, first, everyone, roll 5d6.
I love episodes like these. Holy shit.
Does everyone
Tell me what I got.
familiar with the poker?
Me and Kazi got 2 pairs.
Yep, 2 pair that is, and I see the 2 pairs on the Kazi as well. Joe Flazefang, Kazi. Yep, both of you got 2 pairs. Yeah. And
I need to look up poker, what is it? Hands.
Yeah.
I'm super rusty at poker.
Poker face.
It is a rebuild.
Can't be that. Can't be that. No, he can't be.
That is a good idea. I'll post it in here. Although there is no color, but just a bit goes in here, and it will be in that order. Yeah. One person haven't rolled. I believe that is
Valen.
Valen? I think his video had been frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, the base shot is 1 shot. If you fold, then you have to drink it.
I'm not gonna fold with this hand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fold either.
Alright.
2 of a kind. Hey.
And you get a 1 chance to re-roll any dices. And if you would... you have a 1 chance to re-roll any number of dices.
Any
I'm
number.
gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll 1 to see if I can get a 6 or a 4.
Let's wait for your friend first, and don't re-roll yet. I'm not gonna count that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's wait for our Valen to come back.
I can get that 3 of a kind.
For the time's
Good.
sake, if he doesn't come back, I'm gonna say that he passed out.
He's spamming the Discord chat right now.
Yeah, that is good. That is good.
Hey there.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so just roll 5d6, and that's
Yes.
your hand.
If you like to cheat on that, I would say that you should be able to cheat 1 die, maybe. Yeah. Would you like to cheat? We cannot hear you at the moment. You seems like you're having stability issues at the moment, so we're just gonna say that Valen didn't participate in the game for the moment. We're just gonna go do with that because we weren't clear on what he betted anyway, so we're just gonna go with that, yeah, to save the time for the moment. Alright, so honestly, seeing these hands, Dalai goes like, God, luck doesn't seem to be my way today. And she sighs for a moment and says that, well, now the time to reroll, if you were not. And roll any number of dice, declare which one that you want to roll. So you're re-rolling 5?
Yes, I am re-rolling the 5.
All
No,
right.
not re-rolling 5 dice. I'm re-rolling the 5 I got.
Yeah, both of you are re-rolling 5th one?
Yeah, I'm gonna how many rerolls do we get? 1 per hand, right?
1 per hand, but you can re-roll any number of dice. Yeah.
Yeah. Roll 1. Oh, that's
Okay.
3 of a kind.
Okay, so Joe gets Joe is still 2 of a
got a full
kind,
house.
and Kazi is full house. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
And Salah is going to roll 3 off. Actually, she's gonna roll 5 off.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And she doesn't get what she wants. It's like, luck doesn't seem to be on my side today. And the winner is Kazi with the full house, and everyone else needs to drink 1.
Alright. Do we
Alright.
just make a Constitution saving throw?
This is a Constitution saving throw of DC 10 at the moment.
I would like to make it abundantly clear that Valen is an experienced drunk. So does that help at all?
Well, the thing is, we were having some trouble with. I feel like you're having some trouble with your roll, so we're just gonna say that you didn't play the game for the now, because I think you have trouble at the moment. So we'll say that you're watching the game for the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it get hammered by a dwarf.
Yes. Although there are drinks on the side, so that the Elliot and Valen should be able to drink just on the side for entertainment, watching these fools play this game.
That's exactly what Valen is doing. I don't know if Elliot's gonna join in, but
she does have
I think like a fucking champ.
Yeah, and dwarf.
And meanwhile, Joe takes 1 shot and he's just like, oh, well, that wasn't too...
And he flaps on the ground, and then she goes like,
Oh, really?
"All right, let's go."
I
And
don't get a second round? Aw. Well, alright.
And
Just
for
gonna be
each
like-
time you drink, the DC goes up by 1.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just drank it and be like, oh, that wasn't too bad. I was actually fell out of my chair.
And as the one character goes along, and she goes like, "Yeah, it seems like one of us are gonna have a good time with a friend out there."
Oh god. Oh.
With my last breath, I say, Derek, please, I don't want to be pegged by a dwarf.
Oh god, he did not consent to this. Anyways, alright, next round.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to entirely let that happen. I'm just saying. Second.
Okay. And the second round.
Oh god.
Because
Actually, the second one should be 2 shots if you lose on the second one, but I forgot that, so let's just skip that. Yeah.
1 pair.
All right, 1 pair. And she has almost nothing. Huh.
Almost had a straight.
Almost at a straight.
Yeah.
Okay. She goes like,
that almost doesn't count, unfortunately.
Yeah.
"Oh, I tried my luck. I'm gonna reroll everything." And she's gonna try rerolling everything but 6. And if you are not folding, next one. And this one, if you don't fold and lose, then it'll be 2 shots, because I fucked up last time.
Okay, so I will... Fuck. I'm gonna re-roll... Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll the 4, the 1, and the 5, so I'm re-rolling 3.
Alright, let's do it.
Nice, 3 of a kind.
It's a 3 of a kind's tie, but yours has 1 higher. It's a 5-5-5 versus 6-6-6. Woo! And she goes like, damn it, you're lucky with this. And she'll take 2 shots.
Carrot, Joe just yells from the ground, good job, Carrot!
She has an advantage on the saving throw for being a dwarf, and she has a +2 modifier on it.
Oh.
But... Oh!
Oh!
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, she's drinking. It was like, flavor-wise, she drinks 2 of them very quickly, and all she does so she goes and throws up and falls onto the ground.
She just falls on top of Joe. Ow.
And now there's unconscious dwarf and hand crossbow that you can take. Whoa!
I'm just sitting here looking at everything, and I'm like, I still can't believe that happened. I look over an hour and
Hey man, you want a slave and a crossbow? I'd say it's a good day.
He didn't want a slave, he wanted a favor.
All right, so I look over towards Valen and I say, "Who wants to hold this over Joe's head?"
Oh, I'm sure all 3 of us will.
I see. It would be too obvious for me since he did detonate that trap. I think having one over Joe for Valen would be pretty funny.
I mean, he already has something over me.
True.
The explosion trap.
No, but like he didn't get hurt by that.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, as you guys are saying, this show's just getting up. By the way, Raj wasn't at his house.
Oh,
Just
man.
want to point that out because I forgot to tell you guys that.
So yeah, who wants the favor by Joe?
Nothing sexual, please.
I'll take that favor. No worries.
No, I'm not marrying your daughter.
Ellery, will you give him that favor?
Yep, it's all his.
All right. You have
He'll
one.
make much more amusing use of it than I will.
And
I just yell out, Ballad, I'm not marrying your daughter.
I have a son, and I would never want him to marry anyone but an elf, so you're fine.
Sorry, I had a really weird dream where you forced me to marry your daughter.
I'm a savage, not a redneck.
Isn't that the same thing, though?
No.
Can that just be Valen's quote for this campaign? I am a savage, not a redneck.
You know you're a savage, Win.
That's right up there with being a dick is an evil.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Yes, you guys gained
That end, it's not racist if you really are superior. Valen's full of quotable quotes.
Well, yes.
That's full of Trump quotes.
With a lot of Trump quotes, but you guys have Trump to win. And currently, you won all the bets, and Dala is taking some good time to recover her minds. At the moment, you guys have found out that he doesn't seem to be at home, or at least that's what it appears to be on the sides. And as soon as Ulfson hears that, he goes like, that bastard must be hiding. Maybe if you were to light something on fire, then maybe we can lure him out.
Fine.
I got it.
Okay, for 1, no. For 2, also no. We're not burning down the town that we currently live in.
You have something more sinister, aren't you? Well, let's hear what you have.
I say we try to sneak into his house and see if there's any sign of where he might be.
Oh,
Good. Sounds good. I love that.
Okay. Okay, hold on. As the person here who's experienced with break-ins, first of all, what time of day is this?
At the moment is pretty much in the morning. You guys
Okay.
in the night. Two nights.
First of all, this is not a good time to plan your robbery.
Actually, most statistics say doing it in the middle of the day is the best opportune time to do it.
That depends on what Raj gets up to during the course of a day. If you were planning, fuck it. We'll do it your way. How's that?
Well, I was
My way is breaking down the door.
To be fair,
Okay,
if I stand outside his house, I can use detect thoughts and see if he's in there.
a little bit boring, but sure.
It's a good plan. Creepy witchery, but good.
Would you guys like to do that and go?
Yeah,
All
Yeah, I'm
right.
all for it.
seems like a solid plan.
My second plan was to bust a window in the back of Raj's house and send in Joe completely buck-ass naked.
I don't get how that would help. No, it'd just be really funny.
It wouldn't.
Well, it would.
It would be very hilarious.
You know,
It would.
guys. I lost
End of distraction.
Mirror because of bad rules. I'm gonna lose Joe because you guys are dicks to him.
But yes, I say that you guys all go in front of the house, and I imagine most of you guys are hiding yourself.
Yeah, Joe's just kind of like Joe's just hiding back.
Valen
Joe's
is
just back in
definitely
his
going
cardboard
to.
box.
Okay, roll
Joe's
stealth.
just back in his cardboard box.
Cardboard box.
Still,
This time it's a lot better.
Yes, you're inside of the cardboard box instead of peeking your head out. Now you're totally unseen. And Kazi, how can you describe how you're hiding?
I'm convinced that New Estro is a village of idiots. So
I'm
just saying.
standing in a bush, except that it only like covers my legs. So I'm standing in a bush. I'm not. I got a 7, so I'm very easy to spot.
Okay, you have like your legs out on the bush and your head's out. People are looking at you. It's like, what is he doing? Just like, people are looking out.
It's like you see a bush, except like I stood and walked into it, and I'm just standing in the bush.
Yeah.
Not crouching, just standing there.
Hey man, why aren't you kneeling?
And
Why aren't you just sitting down?
if he kneels down, then probably his head still pops out, as the bushes like kind of crumbled on his shape. With that, Valen and Ellet, are you guys hiding or?
I am. Valen is hiding.
And Ellet, which section of the house are you going to be in?
I'm just gonna stand at the front of the house. I'm gonna cast detect thoughts. If I can't detect him, I'm gonna kind of circle around the house and see if I pick anything up.
What's the range of the
Man, it would be really useful if somebody else understood thieves' cant, because then I could just do this with hand signals. But you know,
It's got a 30 foot range.
Okay.
We never asked Dalla if she knew where Raj was. Did we?
I think she's passed out from the
You
booze at this
never
point.
asked anything about Raj to Dalla.
God damn it! All right. Anyways,
And as you are walking around the house, also, is there any material requirement? The thing that can block your... Can you post a spell description?
Oh yeah, hang on one second.
That's large.
holy.
Yeah, pretty big one. But it uses a copper. It uses a copper piece to cast.
Copper coin. Oh,
So only copper blocks it. Is it?
No, that's the material component's a piece
2
of
feet
copper.
of rock. The building is made out of woods, majorly. So that's fine. Yep, you're good. You're good. All right. On the first floor that you see, and the house has an attic. Small place that you can go up to. It probably does not reach there. However, you're quite sure that there is no one on the first floor.
Okay.
Not detect
Is there
any
anywhere
dots.
around the building where I can kind of like climb up the side of the building just to get to the second floor and attic?
There are the walls are not really smooth, as I mentioned. Is woods, and on the corner of the woods is you know those kind of houses where they have like a crosswood
Cross
sticking out.
beams. Yeah.
So that you would be able to climb them up without making any checks. You should be able to regularly climb it.
Okay, yeah, I'll climb up and make sure there's nobody up top too.
All right. As you're climbing up on the top, would you like to go to the roof?
Oh yeah, I'll go up as high as I can.
Okay. It is a little bit not too safe place to be walking around here, but you should be able to walk on this side of the roof safely. And as you move around, you do not detect any dots.
All right, I'll climb back down, let the group know. Maybe we should ask around town a bit.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing what's in his lordship's larders, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe I could find the idol.
I would be afraid of sending you in because if you die inside his house, we don't really have alimony for that. And this guy, he's much more. Again, this is my complete insecurity and irrational thought speaking here. This guy is not, a normal person. He's probably got some crazy shit going on inside that house. I wouldn't want to risk you as a party member.
I'll go with them.
I'm entirely willing to risk it. If we can locate this idol without attracting Raj at all, we can clear Olson's name. We can hopefully see Lord Raj swing for his crimes. I'm just saying it would be the right and proper thing to do. If not,
let's gather information on him first, and then we can. Yeah. Oh,
we may not get another chance, is all.
Isn't the super displeased the mayor here?
You would be able to find him if you were looking for him. You can ask him around and find him. He would be at his house.
He's a fine, good-looking man. Yeah, I love the mayor.
If you will go to his house and knock on it, his house is located a little bit on the higher sides of the town. As you remember, the town is built on the slope of a cliff, and it's on the a little bit upper side where you can look down on most of the places. And
so as we're walking to the mayor's house, I'll walk up to Ulfson and say, do you know what's up with that tower? The tower in the city, in the town?
He looks at you and says that, I'm not really from here.
The man lives in a shack connected to an underground tunnel.
Wasn't it some sort of weird bird creature or something?
Right, a wizard, they said, that people have to climb to go and see. The tower's been there since the town was built.
He seems to be nodding his head and is like, oh, that's an interesting story.
Nah.
Okay, never mind.
What a funny story, Mark.
Valen is going to go into stealth.
Going to Mayor's
Joe
house?
is going to join him himself.
Mayor's house is not at the top of the cliff where the tower is, but it's slightly below that. It's the closest house to the tower, however. And also, you guys are going towards the mayor's house and arrive it. If you were to knock on his door, he would probably answer very quickly. Who would you like to knock on the door? All right.
I vote for Elric because for some reason people like him the best.
How about Joe and Elric?
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you like both of you knock in the same time, making a very echoing sounds that it is very harmonious.
No,
Doom, doom.
no, you don't. Yeah, what we do is I start it off, and then Elric joins. We just start like doing "We Will Rock You," and then I just start singing. I start singing "We Will Rock You."
Oh,
Just
for
as soon as you
fuck's
start singing, I stop.
for fuck's sake, could you please not ever sing again?
Well, first of all, I need to roll a performance check to see just how bad it is.
Oh, I don't.
17. It's actually not that bad.
It's not that bad. Valen is okay with it. Go ahead and warble.
Alex, can you repeat what you're saying?
I was gonna say, as soon as he starts singing, I'm gonna go ahead and stomp on his foot.
It's not that bad. It's the 17, dude.
And the mayor opens the door
don't
and
care.
says, "It
We're
is
here on
bad.
business.
Hello,
What?
friend."
Oh, hello,
Can
Mr.
I-
Mayor.
Valen's gonna go
Oh.
ahead and finish his beer because shit.
And mayor says,
We're sorry. Yeah, I was say we're sorry to disturb you this early in the morning. You wouldn't happen to have any idea where Raj might be, would you?
he should be at his house.
Well, we checked there and he wasn't there.
Yeah, we checked the place out. There's no sign of him.
It's almost like he was a spooky ghost the whole time.
Well,
Please don't offer any theories about him being a ghost. Karak is already
I saw
irrationally
him
afraid of this
2
man.
days ago. He was collecting funds for bounty. He should be around.
Where would he go to collect money for the bounty?
From the people, I pitched in 200 gold.
Oh boy.
I see.
Sounds like he's making out like a bandit.
So
Your legal system involves one of your richest citizens
maybe we should try.
going to collect money from your poorer citizen. I hate this.
Maybe we should try searching the higher district and like walking up and down to see if we can find him, because he might be still asking some of the higher people, the richer people. I mean,
Not many in this town are rich.
Have any boats come and gone since he started collecting money?
No boats, no entrance that I know.
All right.
Any help?
okay then.
As I say, I turned
You know,
Alright,
you
Bale,
know
see if they have any
who
other questions.
might be a good person to ask about this house would be the carpenter who likely built it. What was that sod's name? I cannot remember. The man with the mustache.
Carpenter Harder?
That's the one.
Yeah, Harder.
Oh,
He looks at all of
the
you
mayor.
and says that,
Mm.
why are you suspicious of him?
Okay, I'm an elf. I'm suspicious of everyone.
Yeah, that's true. We're trying to collect a little bit more information about the bounty target he gave us, and it just seems suspicious that he's disappeared.
More information has come to light. We'd like to discuss the terms of our contract. I'd like to get paid a fair price for what we're doing, and I don't trust Sir Lordy Bloomers as far as I can throw him.
And I don't trust handsome people.
Well, I wouldn't either if I was fuck ugly.
Joe just slowly raises a middle finger to Valen. and then as it reaches his face, he just slowly starts putting put it right up to his grill. Like, it's just like,
He looks at all of you and says that we don't have any idea, but feel free to ask around.
Alright, well, I'm fine with that, I suppose. I'm going to take my tiny friend here, and we're going to go ask people, because... Actually, I would like to talk to my wife and son, if that would be fine. I have things I'd like them to do, now that we know more things about what's going on.
They should be at the house, boarding house. Seen them this morning, yesterday.
Oh,
thank you, Mayor Badenstein.
I appreciate your help, Mr. Mayor, and might I say you are doing a fine job keeping this town safe, well governed, and Valen actually just wanders off.
Was he just
Joe
hearing
just
that? He actually looks better.
In case you haven't noticed, Valen holds the top authority figure in any given situation, in particular contempt, when shit's not going well.
Joe just like bows to him and quickly follows after Valen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna thank him for his time and head on off with the rest of the group.
The man acts like you killed his fucking cat, I swear.
With more depression than when he greeted you guys, he nods his head and he closes the door slowly.
Try Prozac!
I'm crying out fucking loud. There is alcohol for this situation.
Oh no, you know what? You don't want to drink alcohol while you have depression, trust me.
I drink alcohol when I'm depressed, when I'm happy. It's fine, regardless of the occasion.
Yes. So the mayor
God, your liver's
does not
got-
know any big boats or any records. The one in the records that he's aware of at the moment, at least. Is there anyone that you would like to check with? Any person that you want to talk to?
I would like to talk to the carpenter.
Are we going to the carpenter or your wife and son, man?
Actually, we have to talk to my wife and son. I have to square away Jessica, and I have to tell my wife the information that this town seems to be under control or in cahoots with a guild of thieves.
Oh, it's actually... Why do you see thinking about saying all those nice things and the town being a stable place? Taser, your wife, walks at you angry face as you're approaching, and says that
my love.
Hi, this is Valen.
And then she goes like, "I heard what happened to Jessica."
Right.
There was a full tons of mercury zombies living on the other side.
There was, and my friend died. I honored his memory and his ancestors. I was perfectly safe and not at all with 4 levels of exhaustion at half hit points and nearly died.
It's a walking distance. Our children could be near there in the future. How are we supposed to live 1,000 years in this neighborhood?
So while Valen is getting chewed out by his wife, Joe just has a bag of popcorn.
I think in 100 years this place will be overrun with danger.
The omen, my love. The crow flew west. If it didn't mean we were meant to travel, I have to believe that something here in what we have at home.
Roll persuasion.
We'll see. It's not exactly my forte.
How much is Ring of crossbow bolts is 20 for 1 gold, right?
I say check with the player's handbook. I'll check it afterwards too.
Okay.
Yeah. I heard a click. 19! She sighs as she looks back at the window where a few of the children are looking at. Two of you, they're standing outside, and she looks back at you and it's like, I suppose we can stay here for a few years, maybe 10. No more than 10 years for the moment, until we know what this place is like.
I agree, and I appreciate your patience. Is there something that we can do for the outsider? Have you found work? Is there a way you can get her situated in the town? Mayrook was my friend, and I owe it to him to make sure that his affairs are in order.
She looks at you and says that, yes, there's an old lady who helped me that I can work for her herbalism. Well, she's not that old for our age, but she is old for her kind. Old enough, I suppose. That's fine, and I appreciate your patience. And he's gonna walk up to his son and like put his hand on his head and go, "Lad, mind your mother. We're about to go and get into more trouble, I'm sure. I didn't mean for it to be this way, but Man, I'm bad at kid impression. What did the kids do?"
So you grew up and they told you life wasn't gonna be this way. I don't know the Friends song.
Amazing.
Probably the kids are like, I'm bored. There's nothing here.
Hey, wait. Joe's gonna walk up to Alan's son. Hey, you want to see something cool?
I swear, if you do anything.
In fact, actually, once you get close to it, her wife, Taser, is being very defensive of her child and is like, "Come on, let's go in." And then she's like covering her child with her body. I'm just going
to do an acrobatics check to see if I can leap over her and just like snap my fingers with some fire to give the kid a bit of entertainment.
Oh.
Roll performance, and can you detail about what fiery thing that you make with your hands?
Essentially, what I'm doing is it's an acrobatic jump over Valen's wife, and then as I land, I spin around and just kind of like a tango dancer, but with fire in my hands. 24.
Nice. Valen is not upset.
Yes. That is quite amazing, and all you do, so the kids is like, wow. But the mother is still unhappy. It's like,
Madam, please, I mean no harm. And as I extinguish the fire, and I put my hand to the space in front of her, and just like out blooms a flower. I don't know if you can do that with elemental attunement, but I like the idea that I can do that.
Is a flower an element?
She tells you in a relatively angry voice, saying that you're going to spoil him if you give him too much fun. He has a long days ahead of you, unlike your kind.
That's
my kind. Oh, right, because I don't live as long as you, right? Yeah, sorry.
Let the parenting to be.
It's not necessarily your kind. It's that you're outsiders, and we're trying to.
I mean, if you want to.
Valen is actually displaying real, actual emotions right now, like pensive frustration, in a way that he doesn't when she's not around. And we're actually revealing like the heart of his character to his party.
Wow, why are you so different in front of your wife versus in front of your friends, man?
I just say, you know.
I apologize. It's that I do not. We have not historically
Carrick's gonna stop you right there, grab you by the shoulder, and say, "I'm just busting your balls, man. It's all good."
It's not bad.
I say to Mrs. Valen, I could just show the kid how to do this. He looks like he could grasp the concept of key fairly easily.
Hey, Valen, why don't you give your kids a name?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me write it in the chat over here. I think I gave him a name. Hold on. Let me look at my background.
At least I don't have it as a character sheet, so it is hard for me to look at it. If you
It's
give
in-
me a
yeah,
name,
it's-
I'll make it
it's-
as a character.
It's in his background, I think. Let me look.
Okay, real quick, while everybody's doing this over with Valen's family,
It is not, so I will give him a name.
What were you saying, Art?
I was going to say that while you all are doing this with Valen's family, Elred actually went to the middle of the town and just started playing his lute and keeping an eye on the general surroundings, see if he can notice anything suspicious or maybe catch sight of Raj.
That is clever. Roll perception. And insight. I say that it'll be a combination of both of them that you need to see. Okay, average to 15 actually, not bad. Pretty good actually. And as you are looking around the town, you notice is that there are significantly less people. Not in terms of like quantity, but in quality. You see, people seems to be generally a little bit of skinnier in one way, or they seems to be a little bit slightly less happy, and you see little less and less transaction going on as a result, actually, and there are less people buying from the shop than before.
I love how Tay Sirius just fucking choose him a new one the first time she sees him. That's awesome, and very wife-like.
Yes, and after actually, as you were saying, telling her that you could be doing stuff for her son, she still looks at you with untrusting eyes.
I'm going to teach my son to be a hunter.
Yeah, her son still peeks out on his door and looks at you with like a puppy eye, and like you say I want to. And you can see his lips saying that like I want to, but she's like kind of like blocking and closes the door on him.
Oh, come on, miss. I mean you no harm. Trust me. I basically do like a 90-degree bow to her as if to honor her.
She sighs and says that I know you mean no harms, and I have heard that plenty in my life. But if you become too fond of my son, and my son become too fond of him, fond of you, he will be very sad. It will break his heart. And he will be that for a long time in his life.
Miss, I know I know that I'm not gonna live as long as you and Valen. I know your son's gonna outlive me by miles, but it's part of life. I lost my own master when I was just a kid, so I carried that weight with me, but it's strengthened my resolve to get stronger for him and to pass on his teachings.
It is nigh that we are a part of this. We are in the world, but not a part of it. Honoring the ancestors and living as Elfkind, it's not the same. I don't mean to come off as cold and aloof. It deeply affected me when Miruk died. If I cared more, I'd have to carry that for centuries.
And she actually smiles warmly, and she kisses you on the cheek.
But you do carry that weight. That's the thing that separates the strong from the weak. When the weak lose something precious to them, they break. They fall.
She looks at you and says that children are weak. They are not strong. If she is at least 30 or 50, I say that you can teach him and be friends with him. That is his own choice. But he's just a child. He was just born.
He's just a boy.
I understand that. I'm not saying he has to learn. He has to learn immediately, and I plan to live to the point where I'm an old man stuttering and just bending over my knees and talking about them damn youngsters. I plan to live that long, and I would be honored to teach your son because I think he could grow into something great.
How does that help the clan? We hunt.
Well, for starters, you can learn how to fly.
And all as you guys are talking about this, I can see that two other
Witchery.
characters are not doing much, and with that, Wolfson cuts in the middle. It's like, we have no time to waste on this family nonsense. We have jobs to do. We have work to do. What the hell are we doing here?
Right. We have a job to do in saving your family. I'm making sure that mine is safe, so why don't you shut your gob before I put an arrow in it?
Are you trying to hurt your friend? Let's go get that Raj and get the hell out of here. The sooner we deal with that bastard, the safer your family gets.
Let's
remember
some people's names out loud. Let's not say certain you names and certain R names.
I just look to Bo Frostbane and I say, "Hey, buddy, remember when I burned you? You want that to happen again? Let the man have a moment."
I'm done anyway. Just be safe, and if the time gets worse, I'm gonna tell her about the thieves, how they might be in cahoots with this Raj guy, and I'm doing it quickly as I can, just making sure that she's aware and she can get her and Siren and Jessica out of the town in case shit goes south. We're about to
tell you that she never trusted that high up looking guy in the first place.
Honestly, everybody hated him from the start. I can't believe it. And that's fine.
That's what. Yeah, he didn't pay him a single bit of coin.
Sir Lordy Bloomers, I'm going to probably rob his house. So.
And I'm gonna piss on his sofa.
Is Dalla awake?
Ellen will know that Dalla is awake, although she is sitting on her table, is putting one hand on her head, just like heavy as a
hungover as hell. All right. I'm just gonna walk up to Dalla and ask, when was the last time you saw Raj?
And I had assumed that all of you guys joined up.
Yes.
Yeah. And with that, Dalla looks here and says,
Valen quickly adopts his emotionless mask of arrogance and disdain for everyone again as soon as his family's away.
Also, she would.
I just look over to Valen and say, "You know that's never gonna work again, right?"
She would hug you.
It might not work on you.
Yeah. The Atreus is gonna hug you deeply before you leave her and whisper to you and say, "Be safe. Return."
Safe paths.
And however, the Dalla on the sides, with her hungover head, she looks at all of you and says that that pretty boy. What about him? Yeah, I saw him 2 days. Yeah, about that time. What about it?
I'm going to let Karak handle this since he's the bounty hunter. We had questions about our contract, eh? Karak?
I think his video is frozen.
so
oh, there we go.
Yeah, no, sorry. It cut out for a second. So what did you say about Raj?
She said that she saw him 2 days ago.
Okay. Which way was he headed? Did he get on a boat? Did he leave?
What boat? I don't think he's going to anywhere. What about it?
We need to talk to Raj. We just haven't seen him in a while. We're afraid of missing out on contact, and we need to ask him some questions.
She looks at you and is like, "Have you knocked on his door?"
Yes, several times. He's not home.
Oh,
Knocked
that's
the
weird.
door, tried scrying for him. He doesn't seem to be anywhere nearby.
She turns back to the other table. Also, I mentioned this place had been used as the outside eating place as well, and there are many of the guests and townsfolk who were currently eating. And she turns to their directions and shouts out, "Yeah, hey, anyone seen that Raj? Yeah, haven't seen him for a while." And as she shouts that out, many of the people shakes their heads on the side and says that, "No, we haven't seen him for a while. What? It's probably somewhere." But all of them seem to have a similar reaction.
No one has seen Raj.
And she turns back to you and says that, yeah, that bastard, yeah. You know the game that we were playing just now? He's amazing at that too, yeah. Lost 700 gold to him. He's really good at that. Yeah, I was looking forward to getting the revenge match, but I should be working a little bit harder for my tolerance training." And she grabs some more alcohol in the headache, and she pushes herself a little bit more. "Next time, I shall be beating him."
I'm gonna do something a little extreme that I don't think anyone is gonna expect. I'm gonna go up to Dalla, take out the black box with the 2 buttons, and show her the images.
Okay. And as those tentacleish people shows up, and I was like, and first of all, as soon as you pull out that box, and someone's like, "Where did you get?" And as soon as you press the button, the image shows up, and the moments those flares, those tentacle people merging, and she looks at all of that with a hungry face, and she looks at you with pain in her face, but mostly pain is like, "Why am I looking at this?" kind of pain. And it's like, what about it? Where did you get that in the first place? It looks pretty dangerous.
That's what could possibly be coming for New Istra. We need to find Raj.
You think this Olsen guy is that dangerous?
I think this goes beyond Ulfson.
This is past the point of one man.
Yeah, there's as a fellow half demon, I understand that demonable, like we have motives. These things they're incomprehensible.
Oh, they have a comprehensible motive. We are food. Our brains are delicious.
Yeah, comprehensible to, a non-psychotic.
She looks at you with hunger face and scratches her head for a few moments and says that, I don't know where we will find him in the town if he's not at home.
Do we have permission to go search his house? This is incredibly important. And I will roll persuasion if needed.
I will assist.
Without any persuasion, Shino actually knows her head and is like, "Well, I don't mind. You should talk to Mayor, though."
Yeah, we just talked to the mayor. He doesn't know either.
The mayor is not what I would call. He's a nit. He's a nit.
No, I'm saying that he's a nit. He always been that way, but he's responsible at least. But he should have a spare key for all the houses in this town anyway.
Oh,
thank you, Dalla. Thank you.
A spare key.
We will go ask the mayor. Thank you for the information. You've been far too gracious, and we will walk away.
You're a fine ally to have in a new land, Miss Vala.
Yes, you too, long friend.
All right. Do we want to go to the mayor and get this legally, or do we want to just say fuck it and break into the guy's house?
Well, here's the thing. I, for one, do not care about such arbitrary notions as laws. However, I don't want my wife and son, nor Miss Jessica, to be punished for our transgressions. So if we can do this in a way that will not get our longhouse burned down while we're gone, that is probably the best way to go about it.
All right, let's go to the mayor again.
Alright, you guys get to the mayor's house pretty quickly, as it's the same part of the town. If you would like to. And who would you knock again? Who would be knocking at this moment?
You guys want me to do it?
You got it. You got it, Carrick.
All right, I'll knock on the door with black box in hand.
Okay, as you're knocking the door, the mayor with the stubborn face just opens the door once more. And then it's like... His face, what is your passive perceptions, by the way?
Mine is, if I can click this, is...
It's a thing.
Actually, passive
12.
insight. Passive insight, never mind.
Oh, passive insight.
Yeah.
How do you figure that out?
What's your insight modifier?
Oh, my insight
Mine is-
modifier? 0.
Mine is 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah, mine is 12.
And Alec?
Mine would be 13.
Okay. Yeah, his face is so flat. Not much going on in his face.
I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll an insight check to see if I can tell what's going on with them. That's worse than my passive insight.
I wouldn't allow Anastasia! For that moment. I don't think.
Bring in my cigarettes.
It's a cigarette time. But I don't. If you roll action with the insight there, it would be way too meta. I would say that I will not allow rolling for that moment specifically, unless you give me a good reason that you're suspecting the mayor's mood have changed in character.
Next to my bed.
Okay.
Fallon has no reason to suspect that the mayor is anything but a morose ass clown who shouldn't be running things.
Agreed with Valen there. He's that kind of person, and we need him for this specific reason. So I'm gonna walk up to the mayor, also morose, no emotion, hand him the box, hit the button, and just watch him.
He watches it without a blitz of emotion in his face. And he looks
Holy shit.
What?
This is a terrible relic.
No, I've seen this before. What about it?
Where have you seen this before?
Mind flayers, aren't they? Yeah, I've killed few mine back in the days.
You've hunted mind flayers?
You were useful?
He looks at Balin and says, "Rude." And he turns back.
Rude.
I am not lauded for my politeness.
He turns to Kara.
It's true, he really isn't.
And says that, and yeah, that recording device, my friend had something like that long ago.
Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. All right.
So we need a legal permit to look in to investigate somebody's home. Could you give that to us?
I'm gonna say in Elvish to Karak, maybe we should be completely honest about our suspicions with the mayor. His lordship can't be that important here, other than he has money.
How do you think that he doesn't already know how to speak Elvish? And I look right back at the mayor.
I assume that it's better than speaking.
He looks at both of you and says that it is rude to speak other language in front of other people.
Meanwhile, Joe just says in Draconic, what the fuck are they talking about?
So the mayor obviously speaks Elvish.
Or he does not. That's why I thought it was rude.
Oh, I thought he said it's rude to speak our language in front of
Other
others.
language.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry, I misheard.
I apologize, Lord Mayor.
No problem.
How's that?
But what house? And for what reason?
We
Raj.
are suspicious of Raj and think that these mind flayers are... Raj has something to do with these mind flayers, considering that the mind flayers are very close to this city.
You think he is taken over?
We don't know. We're looking to see if we can find any proof, and if we do, you're welcome to join us while we go search his house.
Yeah, we could use a meat shield.
He's... You actually say mid-shield?
No.
You could use a mid-shield.
I'm just saying, why? Like, I'm saying that out of character. Like, why the fuck would we want this mayor with us?
Oh, sarcastic.
As a meat shield, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, I would want it to show that we have zero intentions of doing anything illegal so far.
Right. Valen is very clearly somebody who could operate outside. This whole party are very clearly people who could operate outside of the law. We're trying to get on his good side, the up and up, and try to handle things.
He looks at you in the eyes and says that Raj have been with us for quite a while. He is a member of the town. For this claim, I need some evidence that I need to see and trust. Other than this image that you showed, is there any shown or relation that you've noticed? What connection do you make?
Valen is going to speak up and say, we have evidence, we have heard the idol in question that was stolen from the Lapidans may actually be in possession of his lordship. And not Ulfson.
We interrogated a drow, and they pointed back towards Raj. It's like, at this point, would the mayor believe, or would the mayor
persuasion?
Not? All right.
I'm going to aid.
Aiding is fine. Yeah, advantage with it then.
16.
Okay. Mayor looks at you and says that very well, but before that box, where did you get it?
We found it hanging around the neck of a Lapidan boy.
Right before one of the brain things popped out of him.
I have some concerns about this. How recent is this imagery?
Well, we were there roughly 3 weeks ago. I assume the footage came shortly before he wandered out of the caves when we saw him.
He nods his head and says that if these are nesting near the town, it could be a great threat.
Absolutely, Mr. Mayor. I wholeheartedly agree.
I don't think we have much time to lose at the moment. I'll give you the key. And he goes in and closes the door behind him, though. He says that wait for a moment.
Well, that went better than I thought.
You guys wait for a moment?
Yes.
Is the mayor going inside the house, or is he getting the key now?
He's going inside the house, and Yeah, he said, wait a moment, he'll give us the key, wait a moment, he went inside his house and shut the door.
Oh, he went inside his own house. Fuck, what if he's in cahoots with,
I was just going to say, is there a window or anything I can be peeking in through to make
You
sure?
can read thoughts!
Yeah, but I want to save my spell slots, goddammit.
There is a windows, yes. There are windows that you can look through.
You can take a rest. Because I'm not getting a good feel with this mayor.
Roll perception through the window.
Okay. If I can't see anything through the window, I'll go ahead and do detect.
I'm going to aid him in his perception. There we go.
You see
18,
him.
that's
You
good
see
enough.
the glimpse of him walking through to a room, and you actually do not see him from the window. However, from the shadows that have been casted, the suns, as I've mentioned, are very bright, and the shadows are quite vivid as well. And from the room, you see the shadows of some sort of a hand moving. It seems like he's going through a lot of keys and in a keychain.
Okay. Well, it looks like he's sorting through some keys, so for now, I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt.
You know.
So how far away is the mayor from us right now?
I'd say.
I guess we're like outside his door, right? Outside his main door, right?
Yeah, I'd say 40 feet around. But if you go to the other side of his house, if you want to detect out him, he should be in range.
I was gonna say. I'm gonna whisper to the party. I'll say, let's take the key, walk away. But one of us, I'm looking at Elliot right now, you detect his thought after we leave. See what he's thinking.
All right, I can do that, but if he makes his if he's able to resist it, he'll know that I'm probing his mind.
No.
Shit.
If you are only
Shit.
probing his surface thoughts, he actually does not know. If you only try to probe in deeper, he will know.
Yeah, I figured I'd have to probe in deeper than just the surface thoughts, but yeah, I mean, I can try for just surface thoughts.
Okay.
Because any tactician could remain calm when faced in a situation like this, and as soon as we're out of the picture, he could, communicate.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I can hide a little bit and stay behind and see what he's thinking.
As you guys are conspiring against the mayor,
We're not conspiring, really.
We're not conspiring. We're trying to, it's almost like a.
We don't know who we can trust.
Like Call of Cthulhu,
is conspiring, reading people's thoughts. But yeah, he opens it up and he hands you one key that is made out of metal and hands it to first ones. Who would like to take the key?
No, I'll take the key.
Well, I see the hands going up first before you say it, so it goes to Joe. Yes, it goes to Joe and he drops it on your hand.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
He can't even reach the lock.
I'm 6'11".
Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking about
For the character, not Joe the player.
Well, you can reach.
Dude, I'm tall as shit.
You certainly are.
Why do you think my name? Why do you think my nickname is Tall Guy?
As we walk away,
No, actually, before you
thank
walk
you, Mr.
away,
Mayor.
the mayor says that.
If we find anything, we'll let you know.
Before you go,
Wait.
the box, the conversations that they were having at the end. There is one person in town that can decipher what they were saying. I would say that it is our priority to know what they are doing nearby our town.
Who's the one person?
He drags you guys out a little bit outside of the house, and he points at the big tower, black tower that is.
Oh, fuck me!
And says that our friend A wizard named... Oh my goodness, why did I name it like this?
Harry.
Alright, so
Crosscrash is his name. He lives in that place. Should be able to help us to figure it out what they are up to.
Don't we have to climb up there?
Yes.
That's...
I'm really good at climbing.
So am I. It doesn't mean I want to.
And
I want to.
he points at his leg and says that, well, I took an arrow long ago to my knee.
I used to climb towers like you.
Damn it, Todd Howard! Stop trying to port Skyrim to my D&D game!
And he says that, I could climb it long ago, but not anymore. But if you are to climb, maybe you would be able to meet him in person.
I appreciate your assistance, Mr. Mayor. I apologize for my attitude before. It's just with these beasts, it's unclear who you can trust.
You missed the Skyrim jokes while you were gone.
Shit. Okay, so what happened? I'm sorry.
Apparently the mayor used to be an adventurer like us, but then he took an arrow, didn't he?
Todd Howard, you bastard.
Also, now I'm convinced that Nody is really Todd Howard in disguise.
So what was he talking about? The tower and then outside and
He said that the language that the Mind Flayers were speaking, there is only one person in town who can understand what that means. And he pointed at the tower and the wizard who lived there that goes by the name of Crunch Starnbark. The dubious name to pronounce. I regret it already. But anyhow, he says that he should be able to translate what these Mind Flayers were saying, and he says that he himself is unable to climb the tower, and maybe you can go and climb there.
Oh boy! All right.
Wonderful. That sounds lovely. Let's go and climb the tower, then break into a man's house. It sounds like we have a full plate already, lads.
Do we want to break in first or climb the tower first?
I reckon we should get the language translated first, since once we walk into his lordship's house, we might be fighting.
So
I would rather... Well, it's kind of like I'm holding a hand of shite in either hand. I can go talk to the witch, or I can go talk to...
So everyone wants to do that? Yeah?
I'm gonna go climb her.
Joe, what do you think?
Wait, which Joe? Joe the character or Joe the person?
Joe the character. Tall guy. Yo.
I think his video is actually frozen.
No,
Wait, no, his eyeballs are moving. Maybe he cannot hear us.
What?
Yeah, there you are. So.
Sorry, it's just that I got distracted by something.
What do you think? You want to break into the house first or climb the tower?
Climb the tower. Do you want to go and break it first?
I mean, is the black box really the most important thing? I feel like we might need to go find Raj first. Or figure out where he is.
Okay, so one person for Raj and one person for Crow. What's the other two's opinion? Which one do you guys vote for?
I say let's get the tower out of the way. Worst case scenario, we could just drop the box off with him and go about our business.
Okay, Aled wants to climb the tower, and Kazi, which one would you like to?
Let's climb the tower.
Three
that better?
towers and one, so I'll say that that's, yeah, do it in that order.
I won't debate. Let's do it.
You want to talk about it?
No,
No,
we're gonna go.
No.
I have a grappling hook.
Alright.
And I have these hands.
Yes. As you guys go to the Crow's Tower, this one is very sharp on the very top, and it is getting larger and larger and thicker as it goes down. And
Now,
the door.
while they're heading over, while they're heading over to the tower, I'm still staying behind and detecting thoughts on the mayor.
Oh yeah, that you wanted to do it. He goes into the house and
What if it's like just the most horrifying, or either the most horrifying or just completely blank?
no. If you're probing into his mind, it won't be blank. His surface thought would be, what would he be doing at the moment?
He's just thinking about that. He's just thinking about that last episode of My Hero Academia he watched.
And he's like, oh, they're finally getting the school done. But no, he actually, let me read his background a little bit more than I wrote down.
Azawa is my spirit animal.
At the moment, he seems to be digging through some books as you're reading his surface thoughts, and most of the things that goes through his mind is that the lists of the monsters and enemies that he have fought, they are very diverse, and some of the things that you never even heard of. And he seems like went through a lot of it, and most of it seems to be most focused on the type of mind flayers that was in the pictures, and his mind seems to be mostly concentrated on that. And knowing this, if you were to probe, how does the probing work? Let's see. Surface thought per so wisdom saving throw.
I need to change my favorite enemy to freaking aberrations.
Right? Then we can kill beholders.
Okay.
I gotta switch.
So you probe it different, and I'll roll the wisdom saving throw, and he will be aware that you are probing his thought.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk probing deeper. I don't want to make an enemy of the mayor.
Oh, okay.
I
This
wish I could, but my DC kind of sucks. So
This man has shown the fact that he can kill mind flayers. I don't think he's one to be fucked with.
yeah, that too.
Do you know what kind of war he fought in, boy?
remotely. The guy was a badass. So
Yeah, as I say, just listening to his thoughts about all the monsters he's going through, I can already tell this isn't someone I want to fuck with. So.
Alright.
just gonna
I
go catch up
choked
with
an
the rest of
ancient
the
dragon to death with my bare hands.
Basically.
But yes, I say that after that, figure it out, you join the group quickly, as many of the parties are going towards the Crow's Tower. And the tower is about 100 feet high. Actually, let me see the exact length of it. I have written down somewhere. Raven's Peak. Oh my goodness. Okay, this tower is 300 feet tall.
crying out loud.
And the entrance is located above the 60 feet.
Oh. That's not bad.
It's not
We
that
can
bad.
climb that.
I can climb that. I'm worried about Karak and Bobo and
Look, if you're worried about Elric, you can just climb on my back.
I'm not worried about Elred. I can put him in my pocket.
And yeah, so
Portable bard.
What I'm saying, Mr. Blazefang, is that we can claim it. What about them?
yeah. Not everyone has
I don't know.
to it to into the house.
But
I mean, if you guys are able to climb it, 60 feet
Yeah.
of rope is not bad.
Yeah.
I can drop a rope once we're up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll just do that.
All right.
I got something to hammer a nail into so that we can keep the rope secure. We're good.
All
You and me
right.
just climb up there.
All right, we're going up. We're going up.
Do we want to yell out the name and say that we're coming up to talk?
It might not be a bad idea.
You
Yeah.
are currently
That's
in front of
a
the
good plan.
door.
That's
You
a good
yelled
plan.
out.
Mr. Stearnsburg, we're coming up to talk. My name is Joe Blazefang. This is my very racist friend, Valen, my very charming friend, Elwood, and my very stoic friend, Karak. And with us is my very rotund friend, Bo Frostfang. Please do not be alarmed.
That was the most alarming announcement that I've ever heard.
Mayor
Thank
fucked
you.
up on one side, but you'll see it soon. But anyhow, also you guys are shouting that you do not hear any responses from the tower immediately. And for the moment, how would you like to climb the tower? The tower, the angle of the climb is very sharp compared to anything that you have climbed before. For example, it's not even comparable to the rough one that you guys met at the Mercury. This is definitely
It's
some
like-
heavy shit. It's like 85-degree to like 90-degree climbing that you have to do.
This is
Okay,
fine.
but is it surface smooth, or is it like stones where some of them are kind of jut out a little bit?
Smooth, obsidian-like material. It's very smooth.
Okay, as far as the entrance goes, where the door is located.
Door is located about
There's-
60 feet on the air.
Right. Is there like a ledge or some kind of protrusion where you can actually get that door open and get people in and out?
So far, you see the door in the middle of the middle up top there, but it's actually just attached on the surface, so there is no ledge. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so nothing.
Could
Nothing.
Good.
Could I use elemental attunement to maybe pull some of the obsidian out to be like a little footholds essentially, like just keep pulling it out as I'm climbing up to like give myself a little like basically like those rock climbing studs you see on those displays.
It's not a brick or anything. I don't know how you'd pull it out.
Well, no, I'm not like
Obsidian
physically
material. It's not an obsidian.
I'm not physically pulling it out. I'm like manipulating it so that it stretches out a little bit, so that it's like a little rod or something to like grab onto and then climb up.
That reminds me of a 5th level spell called Stone Shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just asking if I could try it, but if it's like too much,
I'm going
then it's too much.
I'm going to use my climbing gear. I have pittons and pikes. I'm going to attach the pittons to the pikes to my boots and
Before you do that, we do have a carpentry friend and a lumberjack friend who can fashion wooden items for us. Why not just get him to make us a giant fucking... A 60-foot ladder is not that crazy. In all honesty, it's not.
Yeah, but how long would that take?
It shouldn't actually take that long.
Ladder's not that long to make, or not that hard to make.
I mean, it's worth
A ladder?
Like, yeah.
the 60-foot ladder is
That
a
is
bad
pretty
plan because there doesn't seem to be any place to lower a rope from.
That's a 10-meter
Yeah.
ladder. That's not bad. Yeah.
Okay, let's go see the carpenter. And I yell back up. We'll be right back. We need to get a ladder to climb up.
Wait, you forgot the do not be alarmed.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed. We're just getting a ladder.
They actually have a 10-feet ladder for 1 silver piece. They can probably fetch like 3 of them up and should be able to get the Yes, we'll be wrapping it up pretty soon then. You should be able to get like a 3 ladder, and then they will just get additional silver for patching them up to like join them pretty with the other woods and with nails, and have 3 ladders to be connected together.
Okay.
Do
you want to just call it here? Like, we'll say that we go to get the ladder next session and then climb the tower?
Might as well use 7 minutes that we have. You use 7, it's fine. We'll go on for a little bit long, and we will end in 7 minutes. And yeah, you get the 3
So we
ladders.
can at least get inside the tower.
Yeah, spend 4 silver piece for this plan.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys. 4 silver pieces?
I'll take it out of the group loot.
Oh no, it's actually the 7 silver piece, because you need the 6 ladders.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
I'll take it out of the group loot. We got
I was gonna say I'll pay for the fucking ladder if it's really that big of a deal.
All right. The ladder's been paid for by the group loot.
Yeah. Yeah, you gathered up the 6 ladders and joined them up. It's a little bit crumbly, but they did a good job in reinforcing it, and should be able to be used this time at least for now. And you guys put the ladder up, and who's gonna climb in what order?
I'll go first.
I'm not climbing on that fucking thing.
I'll go first.
Alright. Will anyone follow, or would you let him go alone for now?
Valen's gonna follow.
Elrit, you and I want to anchor, yeah?
Yeah. Someone needs to hold the damn thing steady.
You're 35 pounds and you're the most charming, and I'm gonna actually reach and pick Elliot up and like put him on my back to climb up the ladder.
I miss.
I'm just gonna turn to Kark and say, "Remember me fondly."
You're an adorable little baby, and I don't want to be eaten by this angry wizard crow person.
So now I'm just gonna roll my athletics to climb the ladder.
No, it's laddered. You don't need any checks to climb up the ladder.
No checks to climb the ladder.
It's a ladder.
Alright, let's see what we get.
Does the carpenter have to roll checks while he's sweeping to see if the ladder like stays together?
No, they're professionals. You didn't hire any fishy guys who are working for one copper piece or something. They're actual carpenters. They know what they're doing. And as soon as you get there, Joe, who is at the very top, sees that there is a door. You do not see any locks. It's just you remember just the swing doors where you push it or pull it.
Yeah.
Swings like this. It's that type of door, although it
Does the door open out? Does the door open out or open in?
Well, how would you like to test it?
I try to push the door open.
Yeah, if you just put your hands on it, it just pushes it.
Well, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to really test it. You can just see where if it opens out.
Okay, well, staring at the door isn't gonna open it, so I push the door open.
Yep, door opens. If you
guys, it's a push. Then we're good.
But it is open.
I'll just climb inside the tower then.
Okay. As you set foot in the tower, you notice that inside is 5 feet square, and there is no door. It's a dead end with 5 feet. And below, however, you notice is a swing door leading down.
Okay, guys, bad. Good news, I found another door. Bad news, this is only a 5-foot square, so I'm gonna have to come out and then open it from the outside because I'm very tall.
You're very tall.
I crawl down and I open up the door and I pull open the doors on the bottom.
Valen's gonna look over his shoulder to Elrit and be like, I get the distinct impression that Mr. Starnbark doesn't like visitors.
That is locked.
Yeah, it would certainly seem that way.
Oh, it's locked.
Crap. Alright, Valen, I'm gonna hang off the edge and you need to go in there and do your thief thing. We're gonna have to break in.
I am not a thief, sir. I am a treasure hunter.
Okay, well, you have the thieves' tools.
All right. Little time to lose. Elliot, what's your passive arcana?
Passive Arcana. Hang on 1 second.
I certainly wish we had a wizard.
I guess it would be 12. What is it? 10 plus my Arcana?
What is?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it'd be 12.
12. Okay. You feel these locks are magical. But as you're going in there and
Can
use
a
your
thief
tool-
still?
You can pick it.
Can a thief still dick around with magic locks?
Yep, they can. It just increases DC or do something else or whatever. But yeah.
Hey, Elric, you mind singing me a little ditty?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, we're just gonna go straight forward, get a lockpick, and open this.
Nice.
I sing you a damn good song.
Will you give him
Yeah.
actual mechanical benefits as well?
I was gonna say I can give him a bardic inspiration on top of that. So.
I say
Alright.
that you get advantage on opening the lock. But beware that the DC is...
Plus your bardic inspiration, which is 1d6.
Yep, and right after this, we'll end the campaign. Oh.
Oh no!
Roll
Wow.
1d6,
Roll a
buddy.
d6.
Wow, that was terrible.
That I don't think that's gonna work.
Your lockpick, as you're picking it, breaks as you're doing so. You may need a little bit of repairs on doing that one. However, we'll probably close up this campaign here, as it has closed up to the reaching time. But the door seems to be firmly locked at the moment. And
Yeah, that's all you hear. Yeah, that's all you hear is a snap, and Valen goes fuck.
oh,
Perfect moment to end it too.
Joe just
Yeah.
gives the deepest sigh.
thanks to everyone for playing it. We'll probably wrap up it here, and then those people who have to go, you can leave. And if you have any suggestions for the session, let me know. For improvements and whatnot. And yeah. Hey, Toga left already. Oh.
Alright,
Yeah.
I gotta go. See you guys.
Guys, we made it through a whole session without fighting anything.
You could have stopped
we
went
didn't-
into the
we didn't-
house. Oh.
We didn't
This is
murder
a first for us.
Well, yeah, it's choices, right? So depends on what you do. But yeah, have fun.